Good. Appropriate time of the day to you. No, to you, friends and enemies. I am Richard. That didn't look quite right when I'd just done the gun symbol. Alright, me here, I am Richard, and this whole thing, this is LMTDTMFFR, or, say it with me now, limited time offer, no vowels. And how are you all doing today? I hope you're doing slightly better than I am, as you can tell. Well, if you're here live and in person. Would you ever be here not live, or live but not in person? I guess you're not here live and in person anyway. If you're here at the time that I'm starting this, I'm starting slightly later than usual. I needed more sleep than I thought I did in order to overcome the cold that I still have. So there we go. Don't you want to know all about my exciting life? I mean, the answer is no. No, you don't want to know about that. You want to know all about the life that is going on here, on the Eye, on Citizen Sleeper. Because, of course, that is where we are today. Given that it's Tuesday and we do point-and-click games on Tuesday. I mean, let's ignore the fact that I did a point-and-click game yesterday as well. In fact, the same point-and-click game yesterday. But, you know, I missed it on Sunday, so blah blah blah, excuses, excuses, excuses. Onwards with Citizen Sleeper. Continue. 26 days. 26 days we've been on there. Oh my god, 26 long days. And what are we doing today? I have forgotten entirely. Who can remind me of the plot? Why, nobody can, but I can look at my drives. I think I was doing mushroom collecting, because I know I'd cleared that space out. Hey, well I'm over here, and I've got a 1, a 2, and a 3. I'm almost out of energy. There we go, I've got 1 spore, but I think I need 3 spores, don't I? No. Wait, did I not do this? I could have sworn I did this. Did it do it and it not save it? Could I... There we go. The old growth of the area is a rich medium in which you place spores that grow well. Extract the spores from the sample, you prep and mix water, then you inject them in prepared mulch. It is precise work. I remember that. And also, now I'm noting, hey look, that's not a capital I for it. But no, I did that one. I know I did that one. So I did that one, and then I sat around and went, I don't know what I'm going to do now. Alright, because I've got that. I've got 228, so I can buy things. But let's have a look at my drives. Go to home. Disable my tracker. I can't do anything with that. Wait for Feng to return. Where? Where do I wait for Feng to return? Now, well. Flotilla Aid. We're not doing that one. That's the DLC, of which there's only 2 or 3 episodes so far. So I'd want to do them all at once and not, you know, do part of it at a time. Also, it's late game content, and I don't know how far we are towards the end game. I mean, I know our operator has things. It has a +2 in stuff now, but I don't know that that's going to be useful. Getting an Ephes, I need to bring them Matsuteki caps, and I don't know where to do that. If I toggle it on, does it show me that with mushrooms? No, of course it doesn't. Where do we even get them from? But I have the grow mushrooms, and then clear the aviary, which I've done. So I've cleared the aviary. Why is that not updated to say you have cleared the aviary? I mean, I'm laying them down for fungal beds. There's over here. Could use my 3 to do this. It would cost me an energy. I've got the credits. I can buy things. Doesn't feel like game. Yeah, I can agree with that. I've got a 75% chance of getting good stuff going on here. So yeah, let's do this. Let's start the action. Hey, 1 more grove spore. That's not bad. Let's put the grove spore in. Let's not carry them around. We'll start the action. No, There's still data. I don't know what to do with the Yetigan data, because maybe I'll need it again later. I don't know. Because we are waiting for the Yetigan person for their office to clear so we can talk to them and advance the doctor subplot. Yeah, I don't have any Greenway ciphers yet. I might get that by completing the Haifa commune. I mean, and these are safe, so I could just do these ones. And is it engage or endure that could get me energy? Engage. Chance to gain energy after any engage action. So maybe I could do 2 actions here and then not have to spend any money on anything. Before we do that, let's just go to the other side and double check that I'm not forgetting anything vitally important that I must be doing right now. I haven't been up the free spoke at all. Ah, there we are. That's the waiting for the person to come back to their office. You still don't want anything from me, do you? No, I can't do anything with these, with this data that I've got. This is where I would earn some energy. It's a safe action. I could just throw the 1 in there and do a safe action if I wanted. Derelict unit. Oh. Sealing up the unit, yes. Making my own home. And here... Alright, this is just where we make money. Don't need to make any money right now. You, can I buy... I can still buy food from you, that's excellent. Yeah, I don't have... That's a souk broth, I don't have any mushrooms for you there. Uh-oh. Ethan's going to come looking for us in 2 days. That isn't great. There's nothing I can do at the docks except buy cheaper stabilizers. I still regret not doing the dock quicker, so that I could get cheaper passage across there. How long's a week? It says 6 to 10 hours, depending on completionists and extras and such. Well, I've already been doing this. This is day 3, so this is what, 8 hours? Some components, things. I've got no components anymore. Wait for the people to come back to the dock. Is this where I can work? Yes, risky work. Or I can buy rations here. Hangs Bay. Oh, we'll wait for them to come back. Yes, Havenage is in crisis. The building is in chaos. Most of it in total lockdown. No one will give you a straight answer about Feng or Hardin. Also, I'm assuming the 6 to 10 hours didn't include somebody who was reading out everything that was going on screen. So yeah. And then of course there's the shipyard. Okay, so I haven't missed anything. Unless... Havenage agents. Oh look, now I can put a 1, 2 or a 3 into them. Oh, how great that is. To have more flexibility. What about Yetigan agents? A 1, 2 or a 3 again. That's what a +2 gets you. Nah. Let's go to the commune and do the safe actions. I don't need to do hacking. Oh. I don't want to have that toggled. Thank you, little yellow dots, but no thank you. Alright. I mean, the worst that can happen, apparently, is that I get 1 towards my segment. So there we go. And it's engaged to try and earn energy. So. Oh, I got 2. That's great. And then... another 2. Well, we beat the odds both times. Hey, isn't that good? Oh, new drive discovered. Join the Haifa community. Haifa? Haifa? Haifa. Haifa commune. Hyperconium meets the needs of its members in exchange for work. Could you find a home here? I don't know, maybe. Cross to rim. New drive, who dis? Indeed. Right, need to buy food. Let's buy some mushrooms for 15. Nom nom nom. And that will give us 3 energy. Oh, and plus the fungus fan. Fungus fan has disappeared. I don't need to plus the fungus fan anymore. Alright, time to get... time to hit the end of cycle. Oh, I'm going to lose a die. So I'm only going to have 4 dice left now. I'm not that stable. I'm not the one with a gun. Ooh, 2 5s, a 1 and a 2. Alright. Oh, and my reroll. Had I used my reroll before? Had I not used my reroll? Did I forget all about my reroll? Only you can go back and look at the VOD, because I'm not going to bother to look. Alright, that's what we're waiting for. Hey! Scrap freighter is here. I can buy scrap. I don't need scrap. I can help offload... No. Yeah, I can help offload scrap. It's a dangerous endure action. Let's not do that. Uh-oh. You're almost done. I've got money. I don't know what else you want. Where are you? You must be further up. There we are. Rabia. The Yatagan Lieutenant. Yeah, alright, let's do that while we've got dice. And find out what they want from us. As you approach the address Rabia gave you, a heavy hand falls on your shoulder. What's your business here? Oh god, not more heavy hands on my shoulders. The enforcer grips your shoulder, giving a hint of the strength her implants give her. I'm gonna need to. How convenient that I needed to wave the white flag when I was tapped on the arm by an enforcer. Anyway, the enforcer grips your shoulder, giving a hint of the strength her implants give her. As you turn to see the same subsidiary eyes as Rabia and Toshi, glinting like mirrors on her cheek. Oh. What? No. What? I thought they had, like, sunglasses that cover their eyes so you couldn't see their eyes. Are you telling me they've got eyes in their cheeks? I mean, okay. Oh, yeah, they do. Those things underneath them there. I thought they were covering their face. I didn't think Toshi had that thing. The only one, or... No, the doctor is not called Toshi. Well, it's Toshiro anyway. Whoever the doc was. We never got a picture of Toshiro. And I didn't notice it on Rabia. Oh well. You learn something new every day by looking at people's faces. Who knew? Please, the sleeper is here at my invitation. At Rabia's command. The hand immediately loosens, and an apologetic look replaces scales on Joe's face. Of course, Rabia, I'm sorry. Rabia waves her away. Don't you worry. I appreciate your protective instincts. She smiles at the enforcer. How about you head to the temple? They have a delivery coming, and they'll need some help with the lifting. Joe nods and walks away. So, Sleeper, you claim. I'm glad. Yeah, there's no need to admit that, hey, I don't think I could turn it down, so... Yeah, I'm curious what you were up to, what you wanted with me. What do you want with me? I'm a simple sleeper. I'm just trying to get along with my job. Curious is good. She smiles a tight smile. You have to understand, finding you there in Sabine's unit, I wasn't sure where we stood. I'm more than a few people on the station who would rather I was dead. How do we assure you weren't one of them? Let's not say not yet. Let's not go, hey, haha, I poke the bear. No, I wish you no harm. I'm glad. Abigail begins walking and gestures for you to walk with her. She takes you down a staircase into the bustling walkways of the lowland. Of the low end, even. Could be a lowland. But I guess it's not really a whole land. What do you know about Yerrigan? You're on the lowland, you are gang? Nah, I don't know nothing about nothing. I ain't telling you, copper. I mean, opposite of a copper. Hey, I'm slipping here. Exactly. Come on, Sleeper, humour me. I know we have a reputation. People with carts push past, moving crates of supplies around the thin, winding passages. Our reputation is one that implies threat. Is that fair to say? We're framed as aggressors, parasites, criminals. 1 second. No, okay, she began walking, because I thought we were meeting you at your office. And we did, and then we started walking off. She takes you down the staircase into the small place on the line. Yeah, so I was just wondering, why were all these people pushing carts into our office, forgetting, of course, the 30 seconds before when they said, you go for a walk in the lowlands. Almost said lowlands again. I hope you didn't notice. I think I covered it well. He gestures around at the people in the passageway. But when was the last time you saw a lawmaker on the eye? A policeman? Who makes the laws here? Yeah, let's say Erland did. I don't know that Havenage do, given what's just happened to Havenage. So Erland did. Indeed, you understand the history then. That is good, but Erland is long dead, Sleeper. No! And his rules were little more than an optimist manifesto. The Eye has changed so much since then. If you'd spent your time in the low end, maybe your opinion of us would be different. This is our place, our people. Low end was empty in Erland's time. They didn't need to house thousands, and keeping the yards and rotunda safe was work enough. No, the low end was reclaimed later, when the refugees started arriving. Rabia meets your eyes. The collapse didn't just happen here on the station. When Solheim collapsed, the entire system felt it. Colonies were abandoned. Moons of Amber and Cinder suddenly gained independence overnight. Some took advantage, some tried to hold it together. Some fled. And I'm sure some dead. I mean, I'm sure they're all dead. Well, almost all of them are dead since then. But yeah. Time marching on and everything. The inevitable passage of time and the death that is coming for you. Yes, you. Try not to die, but you know, it's coming for you. The Eye became a refuge, and Erlen, to his credit, extended an open hand to everyone. Many within his organisation disagreed, and those new arrivals weren't as simple to corral as they had hoped. Rabia leads you through a small market hall, busy with small stores and traders. Erlen's union was made of workers, administrators, people who were malleable and already organised into hierarchies and networks. Refugees came from different factions and families. They were scared, injured, desperate. Conflict was inevitable. Yergan is a child of that conflict. A child born out of the need for us to stand up and claim our future, to provide security, strength. People call us a gang, but we are a community. I take my position as lieutenant seriously, and from my birth I have worked to earn it. Rabia catches herself before she raises her voice any further. Then you walk in silence for a while, among the smells and textures of the lowland. You walk in silence for a while among the smells and textures of the lowland. You start to wonder if this place could be a home for you too. All of these places I could build a home. My God, am I going to have to choose a home at the end of them? I don't care about where I come into this. I want to know where is Sabine. Ugh. He said. Where's the badge? Rabia sighs. Takes a moment to answer. Told you, Sleeper. They have gone. We do not know where. Understands Sabine must have told you about their debt to us. It was an agreement entered into willingly, which benefited them greatly. I'll be honest with you, Sleeper. I was never comfortable with having Sabine as part of the Yadigan. An ex-corporate employee goes against our nature. But the deal was with Yannick. I kept my distance, made sure Sabine had their surgery, kept it supplied, and that was all. I mean, from the things that Sabine told us, who is the doctor, whose name I now know because it is written right there on the screen, it could be that both sides are true in this conflict that we have here. That Yadigan is a community, and that Sabine knows they are being used for other things. That they are both essentially good driving forces, but somebody within them is corrupting it. Could it be Yannick at the top there, just because he's a name we've had and he's at the top, and it seems like inevitably anybody who's at the top of this is horrible and corrupted? We'll find out. I cannot allow people to go back on the promises they have made to us. Yadigan has not lasted this long because it is a charity. We offer and ask for support. Any betrayal will be treated as an attack. They were trapped and desperate. Oh, that's talking about Sabine. Who is Yannick? Yannick is one of the heads of Yadigan. They guide us. He's the newest to be elected, but he's an elder. Yeah, right. I trust you. I mean, I don't trust you, but I'm going to say Sabine found something. Please, don't want to hear their accusations. They only wanted to escape their debt. They would have said anything. But where are they now to stand behind their claims? You want me to find them? Money. Or access to your community, which, I mean, I don't really have a gesture for that, so I'll continue doing the money gesture. As will we. You realize that Rabbi has led you in a loop. And together you both come back to a staircase to the walkway where you met. I guess showing your presence to everybody who's down there to make them feel stable? Make them feel wanted? I don't know. And feel that their presence, that there is somebody there still looking out for them? Or to enforce that, hey, we're still here. Could be. You're free to go, Sleeper. I said what I wish to say. She looks out through the windows of the walkway. I want to protect this place with my life, as it has protected me. I want to make that clear. Silverbags. However, if you wish to come under its protection, I can help you. Return here if you wish. And there will be tasks for you to complete. You'll be able to see Yadigan, to see the low end, with your own eyes. Not as others frame us. I mean, I suppose these are my eyes. But, you know, I mean, they're not my eyes at the same time, as I'm a sleeper. They're also S&ARP's eyes, so, I mean, I don't suppose they actually have access to what I see. That would be terrifying, but still. As for Sabine, she pauses to consider her words. I want to ask you to betray them, but if they contact you again, consider their motivations carefully. With that, Rabia leaves, slipping back into her office. You stare out at the countless units, each a home, each with a story, that they make up the lowland. Up the lowland. Ah, I've got new drive. Ooh, that. Work for Rabia. Rabia wants you to be part of Yadigan. Could they help you settle on the eye? Spend time as a Yadigan enforcer. Alright. What jobs can I do here? Oh. I can patrol the ward, which will give you energy. Yeah, I can perform many roles, with protection to logistics and everything between. You never know what you may have to face on this patrol. Okay, and this is another 12 clock. But if I put those 5s in there, I can get 2 3s. Or 2 lots of 3, so 6 in total. How do you feel about yet again? It seems working with Rabia is your best chance to get insight into the organization. Or I could collect tithes, which is a risky option, but without the plus 1 that I have for Intuit. Yatigan operates on an in-kind basis, I'm told. Tithes of goods or services must be collected in exchange for protection and administration. I can get scrap components for that. But I don't have anything to do with scrap components just yet. I mean, if I save up 2, then I can self-repair and use scrap components at home to repair condition. Which wouldn't be a bad thing to have. So yeah. Oh, I see. The solid fill-in is your current level. Alright, okay. Fun. That is why that one is blocked out and that one is filled in. Huh. Can't afford anything. Alright, well, thanks. Is that the only one? No, okay, you turned up. I still got to wait another day for Haven Systems for Feng to come back. Maybe I should go get some mushrooms. Mushroom. Oh, not that one. Sorry. That one. It's risky, but I can get 6, and I'll have 2 growth spores, which is too many growth spores, or 1 too many growth spores. But you know. Nope. There we go. Okay, there is somewhere for me to click to get rid of it. Maybe I should look elsewhere, and then I will re-roll and see what I get. So, I mean, you guys. Do I want to move this round? I mean, can work the grow. They're the same things. I'll do some engaging here. Yeah? I'll do some engaging here. And then I'm gonna get either +2 or +3. Yeah? With working the canteen? That seems like a good idea. So let's start the action with my 5. Hey, I got 2 energy and 3 of that. Well, I mean, hey, I didn't get it from my perk, but I did get it from working the canteen. After seeing you prepare the food, the Grobed workers invite you to share a meal with them. The conversation flows warmly and freely. And now I only need 5. Well, that's impressive. Maybe I should work the grow beds. Just to see what it does. I mean, I got energy I wasn't expecting there, so maybe I'll get something I don't expect over here. Grow beds are the heart of the commune, feeding the members and fueling their lab work. You're invited to assist in maintaining them. Woo! And I just got 2 for that. Okay, so that was a neutral outcome. That's fine. Then we'll re-roll this 1 and a 2. Hiya! A 5 and a 4. Oh, he said. Oh. Alright, well, let's go back to the aviary. No, let's not go back to the aviary. Let's go back to the mushroom groves. And we'll put the 4 in Intuit. Over here, where we're collecting spores. Because I'll get either. Start action. Action is started. I've got 2 growth spores. Alright. I have enough. Let's start our own mushroom fungal bed. Finally! Finally! A bed of our own! I mean, admittedly, it's riddled with fungus. But, you know, I'm not picky where I sleep. Since I don't think I can be infected with those fungus. I suppose they might actually be able to grow on my body. But I don't think that will impair it might impair my functions as roots grow down through my through my arm into my joints. Yeah, alright. Maybe I won't sleep here. But here we will germinate the spores. Fungal beds! Extract the spores from the sample, print and mix with water, then inject them into prepared mulch. It is precise work. Whoop! Ooh. Fungal growth. 4. Spores need time to germinate and spread in the aviary. The indirect sun of a few cycles should help them along. Alright then. So, gotta wait 4 cycles. In the meantime, I can go over here. I will get a 3. I will finish the compound. Commune? Oh no, I won't. Why was I thinking you would get a +1 for this? But let's do it over here and see what we get for doing this. 50-50. Come on, 50%. Yay! And we got 1 energy for that, which, you know, saves us from having to buy food for a couple of days. And now we're a Haifa member. Or at least we have completed the community thing. Anyway, the beds are slower than the stacks. They reward patience, not just effort. As you finish, the canteen workers bring out food for your cycle. Hey, I've been on both sides of that tray handing out or receiving now. Isn't that great? And now when I leave here, are you going to tell me things? Oh, I'm now a communist achievement unlocked. And I got an upgrade point. Oh my god! I can sleep! I can sleep in a Haifa dorm! Ah, I have, I guess, not a bed of my own. But what I have is a place that possibly has a bed now. I mean, now I feel bad for putting... Oh, I can't go down there. For putting all that scrap into the place that I was going to make my own in the low end. But maybe I'll continue doing that as well. Who knows? And I have a single upgrade point. I'm going to save for 2 to do self-repair. So, let's have a look at the Haifa dorm. Oh, can I end my cycle here? Wait, I still lose 2 energy and 1 condition. I need to complete active scenes. Oh, because I got the other one at the Haifa commune. Why doesn't it reduce my energy loss? I mean, I can't see it reducing my condition loss because, I mean, I'm at 1. So that, why doesn't it reduce my energy loss for getting a better bed? Ah, that is disappointing. I guess I can earn energy all over the place, so, you know, it's not all that bad, but still. Alright, Raiko, the commune botanist. Could you have helped me with my mushroom problem? Could I have reduced the amount of things that I needed for mushrooms? That would be horrible. Anyway, Raiko, heart of the Haifa botany. Haifa. You head down into the Haifa compound, following a blue-plated line that is labelled laboratories. The members you were assigned to work with told you they'd asked to see you. You still have no idea what about. Could it be the fungus I'm growing? I have a spore. Delicious spores. The line takes you to a blue door, and through it to a glass-roofed chamber where a network of stems and leaves filters the sunlight coming through this, casting the whole chamber in a strange yellow-green. Peaceful, isn't it? Distracted by the green, you miss the woman standing at a lab. At a lab bench. Oh my god. She's not standing at a lab. There's no dog here. She's standing at a lab bench, camouflaged by the dappled light. Welcome to my sanctuary. She smiles. Come, let's talk, she says, and beckons you closer. Yeah, let's not... Oh, no. You are on a crutch. That's a shame. Did you injure your leg? What is this place? I don't care who you are. Here? They were processing centres for the agriculture of the old corporate station. Just a handshake. I'm Roko. I run the botany program at Haifa. don't know why. It's right there. The word is right there, and I have such a difficulty getting it right and not saying hypno or something else. Still, there we go. Tell me all about the botany program, because obviously I know all about Haifa. I even know how to pronounce the word, so you know I'm an expert. Yes, the plants in the Greenway are vital to Haifa's continued existence. It's important we understand them. See, there's a tiny sample jar, and its walls dance inside. Haifa lives off the land of the Greenway. It's what allows for us to live like we do. No one here pays, or is paid. We sleep here, we feed each other, we work for each other. Now, when you say feed each other, do you mean like putting the food on your hands and then offering it up to somebody's mouth? Because I'm not down with that. Thanks. Aiko walks away from the bench and waves for you to follow. She opens a small door and leads you down a glass corridor surrounded by vivid green. All this, she says, gesturing at the overgrowth. It's a kind of miracle? She looks at you with bright eyes. What do you think usually happens to plants on stations like this when they are abandoned? I mean, the water is going to be the... Oh no, I guess the water is not going to be... What is going to be the biggest problem for plants that are left abandoned? I guess oxygen? Because they breathe in carbon dioxide. Unless there are other animals there, they're gonna suffocate with all the oxygen that they put out as a waste product. Water will probably be okay because of the condensation that will form, because space is cold. I don't know if you've heard that, but yes, space is cold. So they'd probably get water from that, enough for some life to grow. And then be okay with sunlight, seeing as they're in space, provided, you know... Well, I mean, things grow in the dark as well. But I think they'd be okay with sunlight. Heat might be a problem. Because... plants don't generate heat, do they? I don't think so. But they still need heat to survive. I mean, we need heat to survive, but we generate some of our own heat. I don't believe plants do that. He said, forgetting all of the things he was taught. I'm sure they don't. Yeah. So, I mean, the answer is they die. They're probably going to suffocate. But they would also keep growing to a degree, unless you had something. Yeah, so I'm going to say they die. Eventually, yes. They cannot live without intervention. She leads you left at a crossroads. But here, they endured. She smiles to herself. Actually, no. They thrived. Look at the bright tendrils wrapped around the metal frames of the corridor. Look, dominant, strong. Like they're taking control of this place. Okay, so now we got to fight off fungus. I'm growing it already. Oh no, I'm helping them. Does that make me a collaborator? Aiko continues. Of course, I'm trying to create a stable biosphere here, patchworking the surfaces with gardens and algae tanks that feed into a network of oh my god, oh, it sounds wrong because of my nose. Microbial. Oh my god, that word has lost all meaning for me now. Microbial reclamation systems. But the Greenway was always envisioned as extractive, a place from which the harvest is removed and sold to those living on the station, not a closed loop. For this reason, when the collapse came, the Greenway should have gone with it. Earlham himself was so convinced of it, his first colony never even came here to try to reclaim it. The Eye instead relied on outside favours and influences, shipments from the inner systems, and small-scale agricultural systems like kelp and fungal farm stacks. And yet, here we are, among growth and decay, biosphere flourishing. And Haifa came here, we expected to find only vacuum-dried stalks and leaves, perhaps some fungal colonies hidden in the mulch, but we found a jungle. With this, Rako hits a button on a wall and leads you through a pair of double doors into a huge, impossible chamber. My god, it's bigger on the outside. It is every kind of green, from the pale algae tanks to the dark vines that surround them. It is wet too, a rarity on the eye. Condensation clouds the light from the high glass roof and gathers on the shiny, broad leaves of shrubs. Let's ask how, even though you know I have explained some of it. That is exactly our question. Who turns to see you, visibly excited by the room you're both standing in. It doesn't make sense. I mean, life adapts. Life, finds a way. It doesn't make sense. Visibly excited by the room you're both standing in. It doesn't make sense, but in many ways, the system has stabilized. Unlike the farm stacks closer to the gap, who need input to support their meager output, this place runs itself. Perhaps Solheim managed something new here. Perhaps they tweaked the plants, or built new systems buried deep below us. Or perhaps their collapse caused some fortunate cascade. An unlikely chemical reaction within the biosphere. That's what I'd like you to help me find out. He turns to you, a forehead wet with dew. Oh my god. Aren't you the botanist? Why me? I don't know anything about plants. Did I tell you, I'm growing some fungus. But I know nothing about plants. Astutely noticed. Oh, aren't you the botanist? Astutely noticed, but I don't need a botanist. Crap, I'm gonna do all the grunt work, am I? Okay, so that's on the railing. These halls run deep, Sleeper, and I'm getting old. She stamps her foot on the metal grating of the walkway. Whatever is causing this is to be found in the groves deep in the greenway. I won't spare anyone for an expedition. It's too dangerous. Oh, thanks. Thanks for making me the expendable one. And unnecessary, they say. I can make the case, but I can't get the votes. I mean, I'm a member of Haifa now, aren't I? I've joined the commune. New sleepers are hardly beings. Wow. Wow. I don't want to now. Fuck you. Fuck you, Riker. Or Rico. Fuck you, Riker as well, but no, that's a different science fiction series entirely. They're hardy beings, not hardly beings. I misread. Well, fuck you anyway. How many misunderstandings could be solved if everybody knew exactly what the other person, what their intent was? You're hardy beings. I know that much. And you speak to the eye, uncover its secrets in ways I never can. Are you going to give me a key so that I can go data surfing? That'd be great. She holds out an arm so you can help her stand. Bring me samples, spores, seeds, and blooms. I can grow them in a lab and study them, and the deeper they are found, the better. Alright, okay, because I know you now didn't call me hardly a being. I will try. Thank you, she smiles. And thank you for listening. Mako leads you back out of the huge chamber and up through the passage. She's a little slower now, stumbles on the steps. You help her where you can. It's good to have new blood in the commune, she says. I don't think I actually have blood, but alright. Many of us have been here a long time, and few come through. She settles back onto the bench in the lab, stretching her legs. Ugh. You got to leave. Come back if you find something, Sleeper, she calls. There are discoveries to be made. Ooh, exploration. And you follow the blue line back up out of the compound, all the time thinking of that impossible magical green. Hey, magic isn't green. Magic is colour. New drive discovered. The drive. Help Rico's experiments. Collect spores for her. I'm already growing mushrooms. Donate spores and let them grow. That's going to take 4. Alright, okay. Let's have a look at it. So I can deliver 1 spore. I need to get 3 spores. Well, that one spore that I have, that can go in there now. Ugh. Okay, I was asked for samples of spores from the deep groves of the Greenway. With them, she might help better understand how this biosphere functions. I mean, I didn't go anywhere near the stuff that you were there. I was off somewhere else. Alright. Oh, and the spore study says Ryko needs spores to study the strangely resilient biosphere that's formed around the Greenway. How is this place thriving? We put a spore in there, let's deliver it. Spore study minus growth spores. Rico is grateful for the contributions. Sleeper, you warm my heart with each delivery. Thank you. I mean, this is the first delivery. And if your heart is getting warm, perhaps the spores aren't quite so... Perhaps I've accidentally contaminated you with spores? Go to a doctor quickly. If your heart is feeling warm, that's not great. Can I still do things at the Haifa commune? I can do work assignments that are safe, and I can get plus energy or plus energy. Or double plus energy or double plus energy. Okay. All are treated equally. So no matter what you do here, you will get the same energy. I think I'm self-sustaining now. Or I think I can put any die in here and I can afford to lose 2 energy a day. Well. Well. I still can't do endure actions though. Still need a skill upgrade for that. Let's go back to the other side, across to the room. There's nothing I want to do here. I've got enough energy. What I do want to do, however, is I want to buy something from you. I want to buy some scrap, please. Because I want to see what my... I need to have some scrap. Right, you're in there. Yeah. Okay, I need to buy some scrap so that when I get the scrap action, I can fix myself with scrap. I know how much scrap. I know how much it will fix. I will have something to experiment with. You know what I'm saying. Random scrap. No! No! Why would you... And have your chits and they point you to a crate of salvage. Time to see what you bought. Feeling lucky? No! No, I'm not feeling lucky. God damn it. Both times, I mean, I bought stuff from here and I've got scrap, and that has been fine, but both times I have wanted scrap and have bought stuff from here. Hive minds! Give me scrap. Yay! You horrible, horrible things. Alright, so tomorrow Feng's Bay is going to be done. But also, so is Ethan's revenge? Ethan's vendetta, even worse than a revenge. I guess there's nothing to get revenge on me for, so yes, the vendetta does make sense. I still need to... No, it's not Turnbull's tea house, is it? Never mind. Let's go sleep in the commune today. Far away from Ethan. As far away from Ethan as we can possibly manage. Let's bring horribleness to the commune. Alright, Haifa. No, not work. Sorry, sleep. Up to end the cycle. Oh, and lose 2 energy and condition. And sleep. Perchance to dream. 1, 4, 3, 5. Oh, what? Ah, Ethan's found me, damn it. Cynical bounty hunter. You miss me? Ethan smiles a ragged smile at you. Nah. You look at him, he's paler than usual, hunched. He's sporting a black eye and more than a few cycles of beard growth. That's no way to greet an old friend. Get lost. Ethan's face drops, along with all pretense of friendliness. I think you want to hear this, Sleeper. I think, he says, rapidly shaking his head. You'll really want to hear this. They're sending somebody else after me? They're pushing a button that will destroy all sleepers everywhere, sending out signals. That's why they don't want the contract. Alright, hear what? Tell me what. This is big, really big stuff about you. Seems more jittery than usual, on edge. Remember how I up, cancelled the contract in you? The contract I was going to collect? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, and you haven't got your gun, you're looking all slubby. Or maybe you were looking slubby before and I just didn't notice, but yeah, okay man, I remember. I'm guessing you were pretty happy about that shit. Overjoyed. Me? I lost everything. Let's not worry about that. He smiles sarcastically. And so, what did you think that was? And so, what did you think? That was it? Nah. Deal with the next bounty hunter, as I dealt with you. By paying off your bar tab. If you hadn't stayed here and drunk 58 credits worth of drinks, you could have collected the bounty on me. It's not my fault you did. Anyway, I was just glad to be done with you. Oh, the feeling was mutual. Except, then leaves a dramatic pause. What if all S&R gave the bounty to someone else? Someone who was even more of a shithead than yours truly. Yeah. He smiles darkly. What a disaster that would be. Alright, you know who it is? Nah, you're bluffing. You are bluffing. Sure, you can think that. Then you'll wake up, or not, with a bullet in your head one of these cycles. And if you could think, which you won't be able to because of the bullet, you'd be thinking, oh, I wish I'd listened to Ethan. He grins. Ethan fishes around in a pocket for a slip of paper. I've been speaking to some friends, you see. Some colleagues. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you have friends. About what went down. It turns out S&R cancelled all their bounty contracts. The whole lot. Yes? That's kind of what I assumed. I didn't expect them to just cancel the one on me. I don't think I'm special, even though I am the protagonist. But yeah, I assume they cancelled the whole lot. Seemed they brought someone in-house. Some guy who did so well on the last contract. They got offered a job. He leans in. Apparently, made a hit on the ship called the Winter Wonderland or something? Oh, okay. They were smuggling sleepers out from under S&R big corporate nose. He killed the crew and blew the ship. Ethan whistles. Ethan, not Ethan. Ethan whistles. They called him Hemwick or Maywick or something. He gives up looking for the paper. I forget. Yeah, do you mean Winterlight? That's it. He looks at you hard. So you do know about all this. That's your Nazora. And you'll be very happy to hear what I'm about to offer you. Ethan runs his hand through his greasy hair. Given this new information I brought to light, it seems like you are in need of protection. Yeah, wait for the pitch. I, meanwhile, am in need of some assistance in kind. Turns out that I've set some people at the compressor the last time we were there. The owners. They say they'll space me unless I work off the debt. Cool, go work off the debt then. Seems that they are that kind of businessmen. He grimaces. I would pay them, but he shrugs, turns his jacket pockets inside out in a mime of poverty. Looks pitiful. Even more so for the clown is Ash. Acting. Ash? Why Ash? Work it off. You should be glad, Inga rising in him now, that I came here and told you this. Think anyone is looking out for you? You are a contract, a name on the list. He kicks the wall. Then rubs his temple. I'm sorry, he says. I'm sorry for being a trip. Shit. A trip. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's take a moment. Have a nice, relaxing glass of water. Now let's put our tongues back in our mouths. I mean, not that that's how you drink water, but let's put our tongues back in our mouths and try and say these things correctly. Ethan rubs his temples. I'm sorry, he hisses. I'm sorry for being a shit and trying to kill you. Whacking that thick skull of yours. He sighs. think I want to go up against this guy? But us, jabs a finger between the two of you, we don't have a choice. So you keep me from getting killed, and I'll do the same for you. I mean, we do have a choice? I mean, what I am seeing is that if you stop me from getting killed, presumably by killing this Maywick, Hemwick, whatever the name of the person is, then once they are dead, there is a job opening for you, and you can bring me in. So I'm not seeing exactly upsides for this. We can help each other. Straight 50-50 deal. I'm not asking for a favour. Yeah, I'll think about it. Ethan nods. I'm at the compressor. Every cycle. Working. Just... He pauses. Think about Maywick? Think about that card-eyed SNR shit on his way here from the cold systems. From the core systems. I mean, they're cold in the core systems. Smiles. That should give you the motivation you need. Ethan swaggers off down the corridor, throwing his jacket over his shoulder. Can't wait to be working with you, he shouts. New drive discovered. Oh, new drive. Gain Ethan's protection. Work in the compressor? Somehow you're once again helping Ethan. This time he is offered his protection if you help clear his debt. Oh. I still need to build a home to repair the unit, even though I now have a home in the commune. Alright, well, let's go and visit Fang. We'll keep all our dice for the moment. Because Fang should have come in as well. Yep, there's Fang. That's great. Alright. Oh, wait, there's a... Is that... Oh, okay. So... Okay, so he's not at Fang's Bay, but he's somewhere else. Alright. He's just above Fang's Bay. Alright, Fang. Fang grins at you as the bay door slides open. You're still in the same position, Fang. Leaning on that same machine with that same cola can in your hand. Or whatever kind of drink it is. Oh hey, there's the penguin. The gum penguin is sitting right on his desk there. Alright. You have fun, citizen. And enjoy everything that is words I can't be bothered to continue with. See you later this evening, I guess. Yes. If the D&D game is going ahead. You know, I really should double check with that before committing myself to going to sleep really early so that I am up late at night. Given the troubles we have recently had. Anyway, back in the game, Fang is grinning at me from the bay doors as they slide open. He's standing there grinning. And above, in the rest of the building, people are busy, frightened, speaking hushed tones, and organize endless meetings after endless meetings. You realize that endless meetings means you don't have to repeat endless meetings because they're endless. Avenage have avoided a full-blown crisis for now, but changes are coming. Fang is in good spirits and bundles you inside before you even have a chance to greet him. That was the slickest operation this station has seen. He hugs you firmly. You made my job easy. He shakes you by the shoulders. I'm so proud. I mean, yeah. It took, what, one cycle? We did it all in... we waited one cycle, then we did everything but the last level, and even then I only needed one of the last level, isn't it? I cracked 2 of the 3 that they had, yeah? And left the last one to be cracked the next day. Anyway, and, smiles, I got to watch through the cameras as Haven security that weren't in on it assaulted the station. What? I got to wait through the cameras as the Havenage security that weren't in on it assaulted the station. Thanks, Mark. One of them straight up just whacked Harden with a pistol. It was beautiful. They assaulted the station? What? Alright, okay. Oh, shit. thought Havenage only controlled part of it. Never mind. Alright. So what are they going to do with him? I'm not sure anyone knows. He is cooperating in dismantling his operation and scaring off Conway. Maybe they'll exile him when they're done. Maybe they'll just shove him out the door. Or hand him over to the core authority. Being shrugged. No, he won't be an issue. Going to be focusing on systems for a bit. He shakes his head, seeing as that's my actual job. I guess you wouldn't want to kill him. If he's been cooperating with you in dismantling his operation and scaring off Conway, you wouldn't then want to kill him, because the next person who gets that idea will then go, hey, you know what? I'm not going to cooperate when they catch me, because it doesn't get me any leniency. So if he hadn't cooperated, then kill him. If he does cooperate, which he is, then do the thing. Alright. Points at the ceiling. People upstairs weren't so happy though. They've been fielding questions about the state of the eye right and left since the recording got out. People are scared. I'm not going to ask, is it true? I was going to say, I'm not surprised. Yeah, this whole thing hasn't won me many fans in the administration, but I think in the end they'll agree that adding Harden was worth it, whatever the methods. Yeah. Pretty sure they would too. Touches a stack of hardware. The eye is old. It was never meant to run like this. Master control points that Berlin and Havenage installed keep it spinning from the rim. This isn't ideal. If you're asking me if the eye will stop spinning next cycle, no. Smiles. And me? A ton of other skilled people will be working to stop it happening in the cycle after that. Hardin's problem was that he didn't believe in people. He believed in systems and their ability to shape the world around them. Everything squeezes your soul. As far as I'm concerned, people should be the ones running the systems, not the other way round. Yeah, definitely. Anyway, bang raps on the side of his tunnel. I knew you didn't come down here for a lecture. Get rid of my tracker. I know somebody's coming for me now. I haven't forgotten. He pushes a thumbnail drive. I had to fish that code solution in. I managed to finish that code solution. I've showed you. It's a modified ripple worm. One made to deactivate that tracker of yours. Woo! Good time since I got back. I added something extra. A track of yours doesn't just show SNR where you are. It transmits data about the state of your body, your current condition. Well, that's not great. Well, it won't just deactivate it. It'll edit that data to tell SNR your body is irreparably damaged. DNR, do not retrieve. He grins wildly. Pretty smart, eh? Thank you. Just slot it already. Take the drive and hold it in your hands. And then you close your eyes and open up your access port. Take down your defenses. The worm immediately enters the closed network. Whips through it, taking things with it as it goes. The moment they're gone, you forget they were ever there. They just blink out of existence. A second later, it is done. I mean, I'm losing parts of myself again. That's not great. Open your eyes. How do you feel? Asked Fang a little nervously. Free. Well, you are free, sleeper. Claps you on the shoulder. Fang lets the word free hang in the air a little before he continues. Seems like it might be finally time for a celebration. Fang wraps his arm around you. Jenna steals those drinks. He laughs and you join him. And later, when you leave, you feel deeply thankful for having such a friend. As you walk away from the building, you look up at the wide curve of the eye, at the hub, and the other room beyond it. Nothing twinkles with lights. It seems impossible to see it as anything other than breathtakingly beautiful. It feels, in that moment, like something eternal. Doesn't mean it can, or even should, last forever, or that it will never change, fade, or decay. It simply means that in that moment, this place has a future, and it is one that you know deeply and truly is worth protecting. Is this an ending? No, it just completed a drive. But I mean, if I've got no tracker, I guess when it goes out, maybe... Maybe? Maybe? When the tracker goes out, maybe the person will still keep coming for me? And it could be that there are other sleepers on here. I mean, we had the winter light in here. Not the winter mute, which is a great one. Alright, well, we got 2 upgrade points. So, let's buy self-repair. Yeah, definitely self-repair. Use scrap components at home to repair condition. Alright, well, here's a home. With some careful engineering, you can patch up your damaged body with scrap components. The result isn't pretty. Well, let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Okay. Oh, there's still more active scenes. Or maybe it's because I've got dice. I don't know. Alright, let's start action and see how much it does. I mean, it's going to be a waste if it's not 3. Because I need 1, and then 2, and then a third one. And then when it goes down by 1, it will still be in the 5 section. Let's have a look. It just adds 1. Okay, alright. That's not horrible. That's about what I expected, I must confess, but that's alright. I still want to do something with the imprinted ship mind. Still haven't done everything in yard work. But, I mean, Fang's not around anymore. This is not great. Okay, there's nothing new to hack here. That's, I mean, good-ish to know. Oh, there's Ethan. Okay, so for 20. Buying the scrap is not worth it. Because it costs you 20. Maybe it is worth it, but I don't know. Alright. So you buy some scrap for 20, and it will give you 1 point, or for 100 or 80 now that the discount, you get all of your stability back. Or condition. So yeah, it's probably not worth it as a long-term... It's definitely not worth it as a long-term solution. It cost me 40 to find this out, because I got this fucking shit mine, didn't I? Fucking shit mines in it. Never mind. Alright, okay. Okay. I mean, this isn't horrible. But those 2 points could have been better spent elsewhere. You just want me to earn money, don't you? No, this is where I want to go to. I suppose if I find scrap from somewhere, like with my, where is it, engineering actions? Yeah. If I can find some engineering actions where I might get some scrap, then when I do use my stability, I can stay in the 5 dice range longer. So yeah, that is interesting. Okay. Here's the exchange where I can make money. I can sell it for 10. It's not worth to sell it for 10 anymore. I've got 2 stabilizers, so I don't need to buy any more. That's the ship mine fabricator. Here's where I can get some fungus. Making Matsuki. Let's see what Ethan's got going on. Compressor is almost empty when you enter. A couple of scattered patrons in the booths and a lone bartender. Bartender recognizes you immediately when you arrive and nods, and you return the greeting. Already know you won't find Ethan here, but you had to be sure. With your tracker reporting you dead, he wouldn't have stuck around. You look at the empty stool. Here's the empty stool, and you smile. You can imagine him on it when this When his slate chirps, letting him know that the target he is tracking is dead. You can imagine him screaming and the swearing too. So you were to Ethan, another target. Or was there something else going on? Seems like a foolish question to ask now. When he fled the station, but it bothers you anyway. Take one last look. You walk out. Doubt you'll ever come back to this place and the memories it holds. Walk back out into the light of the bright market and allow yourself a smile. So this is what Fang meant when he said you were free. You could get used to this. Yeah, this really feels like an ending. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. No, okay. I'm just watching the feed just to see if it pops up. Because I shift tabbed into Steam to check the achievements there. I know the last achievement I got was Communist, which is when I joined the commune. It doesn't say I'm at an ending. So, I mean, maybe it doesn't say that because the DLC stuff is there? I don't know. Alright, I'll keep the Havenage data for now. Bingo Express. I haven't built my home here. I haven't even started, apparently. I thought I had, but apparently not. Oh. Oh! Oh no, it's Rabia's office. Yeah, okay. No, you don't want any of those things. So why are you even still here, Caster? I mean, Fang's gone and he was a friend. Alright. Rabia. Intuit and engage actions, where I can get a scrap component. Presumably I can also get stuff for yet again Insider as well. Well, that's not horrible. Let's get scrap from this. But right now, I think I'm going to be more focused on the mushrooms. Farm stacks. Thief. I'll be able to work in the stacks. I mean, the stacks are pretty good at generating crypto. Bartering for food was pretty rubbish. I don't need 5 energy. Maybe I'll think about it. Mushroom groves. Yeah, alright. How many spores do I need? Do I still need 2 spores? I do, don't I? Yeah, alright. So I need 2 spores. So let's bung the 5 in here, and that will guarantee a 6. And then we'll start the action and get 2 growth spores, he said, ruining it with his ooh. Two growth spores, 2 growth spores. Now we can go over to the lab. Hey there, lab. Start action. Rago is grateful for the contributions. Leave me, you warm my heart. Don't go to a doctor. Quickly. Completed. Now let's leave. And then go back into the exact same place because... Why would you? Alright. Sleeper! Rago, greet you warmly. Greet you, sorry. Without... Not, I mean, maybe they're warmly? I don't know. But that burning in your heart, deal with it. Sleeper, I can greet you without so much as looking up from my work. I have some of yours here. Come see. She beckons you over to a heavyweight-looking console wired to a series of specimen jars, some of which contain your spores. Ooh. Where did you get this? I mean, it's what I gave you. So, what does it say? Spores you have here are a real cocktail, a selection of types from within the grove, but I've been able to isolate a few. She taps one of the specimen jars. Here we have Tricoloma Matsuteka. Oh, good. I want that. Rako braces through the Latin and Japanese pronunciations as if it was nothing. Species Solheim somewhat modified for use on the station, which brings up a panel on our console showing chemical composition. All gradiated bars with obtuse acronyms. This is the composition of Solheim modified Matsuko spores. Modified? How'd they modify it? I mean, I don't understand any of that, what you're showing me, but I can understand a dumbed down version. Yes, every species on the eye is tweaked variant of Solheim's, of course. That's not the point. Riku brings up another panel, identical in layout, but with wildly different colours and numbers. You see, this is what your Matsutake spores look like. They aren't the same. That's the conclusion, yes. Riku glances at the specimen jar, as if it might have something to add. They are fundamentally the same spores, but they carry different chemical signals. Different signals. She leans back and sighs. Solheim may have introduced their own tweaked versions in the beginning, but the groves have, and are still affecting them. Okay, affecting them how? It's hard to tell without samples of fully grown mushrooms, she meets your eye, and herein lies our problem. I'm already growing mushrooms. I'm already on it. I'm way ahead of you. Finger guns. Could just do that without the triggers. You know, as a less aggressive version. More acceptable? I don't know. She moves to another desk. Your two trays sit side by side. The first contains nothing but plant mulch. The second you smell before you even look at it. Pungent aroma of fruiting Matsuki, like rotting, sodden overalls, laced with an edge of spice. Matsuki here are grown from Solheim stalks, pulled from a spore vault in this complex. They're delicious, by the way, she sets them aside. The empty tray is germinated with the spores you collected. No activity, no germination, nothing. The groves are full, so there must be something in the groves that is helping them grow as well. Yes, they are. Raiko looks at you directly. You suddenly realise how much she is enjoying this. So here's our puzzle sleeper. Spores from the grove won't grow in the lab, but I'm already growing them. I'm like 2 cycles away from having my first set. I don't want to have to pick between eating them and dissecting them. I mean, I guess you do sort of dissect them as you eat them, but you know. Gathering fruiting bodies from the grove is too unpredictable. We need to grow a fruiting body from some of these spores so we can track it, understand it. In short, I need you to become my mushroom farmer. You supply me with the shit, I'll get it done. Actually I already started? He looks impressed. Well, an eager mycologist. I mean, I was doing it so that we could eat them. I assume you set yourself up in the aviary? I've been eyeing that place for its proximity to the grove. Bring me whatever grows. Not just Ritsaki. Matsutake. Matsutu? I don't know the pronunciation. I don't eat mushrooms as a rule. Just don't like the texture. There's more than a couple of variants in there, so there'll be plenty of samples. She plucks a Matsuta cap from the tray. These little things are reflections of their condition, their smell, their taste, their chemistry. It all derives from the conditions of their growth. She smells the cap. Enough of these. We'll have a picture of what is happening here, of the ways in which the biosphere is modifying itself, or being modified, whichever the case may be. Riko pops the Matsuki cap in her mouth, taking you by surprise. Don't worry, Sleeper, she says, wildly chewing. This turns out to be a dead end. I'll make sure that not a single mushroom will go to waste. Oh, it's only 1 cycle. I thought it had been 2. Alright. I don't know what's going to happen. I presume when this finishes, I will get a crop of some kind. Whether it will be one individual mushroom, or whether it will be a selection of mushrooms, or whether it will then allow me to do more actions so that I can collect certain mushrooms. The fact that it's a yellow clock and not a red clock where you're just waiting down the time leads me to believe that something will happen where I will have to input dice at that point. Right, what do you need, Hypha Labs? Okay, 1... Oh, wow! Real samples. Okay, I can get those. But this is another 12 clock. Alright, so this grove, I can only get 1 at a time. Right, I don't believe a 6 will get me 2. I believe that's the way it works. For each... Wow, I need to put 12 mushrooms in there. Well, let's wait for the grove and see what's going on. In the meantime, let's do some more actions. Now am I gonna run out my energy today? Still can't do things in here. It's possible that I should get the +1 so that I can gather scrap. So that when I do, I can then sustain myself longer in there. In the level 3. Okay, there's nothing over here. I'm not going to say there's nothing for me to do over here, but there's no clocks that I'm trying to advance at the moment here that aren't going to get from finding out what's going on in the aviary first of all. So 3 cycles. I'll come back over here in 3 cycles. So right now I want to concentrate on what's going on over here. Why are you telling me to view character? I don't have any upgrade points. You just are. Okay. Man, look at all those drives. So many. Alright, so I've still got Build a Home. I don't want Flotilla Aid at all. I'm dealing with Get to Know Amphis. I'm growing mushrooms. So I've got work for Rabia. I can't help. Well, alright, so I've got work for Rabia as a Yatagan Enforcer. I can explore the Spoke, which I think will get me up towards the eye so that I can deal with Neovent. I also have working at Tambor Tea House? No, God, I keep doing that. It's never Tambor Tea House. It's always the Overlook Bar, where I can get bar shift stuff going on. And what's working at the shipyard here. Alright, let's try this. We'll do engineer actions. Oh, actually, how big is the Spoke? Clock. That's only 6. Do I want to start another project? I mean, the other one could get me scrap because it's an engineer action. Nah, let's climb up the Smoke. Let's see what's going on here. Let's ignore the yard work. I'm not... This character, at least, doesn't feel like they've been a hard worker in that way. So, let's try and get 50% positive, please. Yeah, double. Alright, and this is only a 25% positive now, isn't it? 50% neutral. I mean, the odds are 50-50 that you will get a 4 or better when you reroll that. And the odds on... So there's a 50% chance of getting better on that, and there's a 87% chance of getting better on that. I could just re-roll a 1. I think I'm going to re-roll these two rather than just the 1. Doing the 3, making it a 4, and then re-rolling the 1. Now let's re-roll them both. Alright, well I improved my take slightly. Oh. Oh! I found midline freighter hubs. Well, anyway, I improved it slightly by now having a 3 and a 2 rather than a 3 and a 1, but okay. Oh! A repeatable object will get me random items. Steal a shipment. So many shipments. What's one diverted packet? You would have no idea what they're stealing, but that's part of the fun, right? Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Midline security might find out about me. Stealing shipments from midline is going to be picked up fast. Even if you are careful, the systems can't be fooled for long. Okay. So if I do it 3 times, midline security is going to pick me up and I can't do anything. Freight operators. Midline runs automated freight down from the free spoke. They need skilled operators. You don't have to lift a single crate. These are both interface actions. I might, if I put the 3 in here, that's a +2, so we'll get 50-50 and a random item. Alright, yeah. Let's try this and see what happens with midline security. I mean, I assume it's going to fill in the clock no matter what happens, given the wording there. I can't possibly lose condition because I've got a 5 and it's a 50-50 of positive or neutral. So let's start the action and see what I get. And security. Oh, I got double plus midline security, however. Wow. You avert a package, you have to do it quickly. So quickly that you leave a little too much of a trail in the manifest. You won't get away with that again. Ah, but I got 2 parts of a hive mind. Okay. Well, let's never come here and do that again. Now I've got a 2 left. Oh, I'm going to go back over there and do some safe work. In the Haifa commune. Or Haifa? Yeah. 50 neutral, 50 negative. But I can't lose anything with this. Because it's a safe action. So I gained 2 energy. It was a negative outcome and I still gained 2 energy. Well, well, well. I can just throw dice here. If I need to. And I did that because I'm going to need... Right, so I'm going to do this day, and that will fill up that by 1. Then I'm going to do it again, and it will fill it up by 2. So I'll need to do 1 more day of working here, unless I can get energy from doing endure actions. Yeah. Okay, so I will need to do it once more, and then I will be at 0 energy when this pops, and hopefully I can give those mushrooms to the mushroom farm. Not mushroom farm, but the mushroom griller. Emphis. That was it. So yeah, alright. Let's go to sleep. No need to inject stabilizers just yet. So gonna lose 1 condition and 2 energy. So what's the point of building up the other place? I mean, maybe it's my home? Hey, a 3, 2 5s, and a 2. Alright, okay. Alright, let's go exploring. Cross to rim. Alright, midline freight hub. I mean, if I put the 5 in there, it becomes a 6, right? It can't be a 7. Yeah, and it's 100% positive. But they're still going to find me. And the midline security are going to be onto me. I mean, maybe filling up this? I don't know if this will open up not a new opportunity. Alright, let's go up the free spoke. And we'll do it with Intuit, which will be +1. So that will give us... Yeah, okay, if we put the 2 5s in here, then we'll complete the spoke climber this turn. As we have a +1, so we'll get double spoke climber for this 5, becoming a 6. But yeah, it might open another opportunity, as I was saying. Do you see the way I bounce around like that? Yeah. Alright, and then I will enter the spoke again. Anyway, the tangled network of service passages and makeshift tunnels cut through the spoke as if it were a hive. There are no maps here. Let's go out and see if we found something else. Yes, we have. Paz, import exports. Hey, I can sell you a ship mine for 100. Paz says, as a contractor will take ship mines, but she reminds me that any ship mine from the eye fetches a lower price, 150 cryo. Wow. And if I export Matsuko, Vaz knows the spacer will take Matsuko out of Starwood Belt, but only in bulk. 80 cryo for 3 batches. And you can buy a ship mine core for 300. I assume I cannot sell you. No. Phew. Okay. So I've got 150 whenever I need it. It's good to know. Anyway, Paz claims the ship mine was salvaged from a Solheim executive yacht, which is why it costs so much. Those two are repeatable actions. That one doesn't say it's a repeatable action, so I assume it isn't. Alright. But that doesn't matter. Let's go back to you. No, you definitely never said you were repeatable actions. Okay. Alright, we're going to slot our 5 back into the, into the Intuit. And then we're going to enter the smoke and fill up the smoke climber. Somehow deep in the smoke you come across a thoroughfare lit by work lamps, where groups pass back and forth with ease. Now the action to scale the smoke is unavailable. Alright. Ooh, a Sen car, high access hub elevator. Oh. Send the hub. Woo! New area. Nice. Oh, the mainframe. Oh. Yeah! Well, immediately the killer's there in the cloud. As soon as I went, yeah, I'll go there. Let's have a look and see what's in there. Ah, a glint, like a light travelling on the edge of the wave, fills your eye. Ooh, it's a dog with a blade for a head. Then the blade follows, a long head with 2 dead sockets, flipping towards you in silence. You freeze, hoping it will pass you by, hoping that it will not simply slice through you like air. The blade head nears you, slides past you, almost. It nicks! Ah! It nicks you, grazes you. You are desperate to cry out, to call out. Did that lower my condition? I don't think it did. But you hold your silence. You simply watch the blind eyes of the killer glide past, empty of all thought. The blade winks into the dark, and you are alone again, in the cloud, in the data ghost of the eye. Now you cry out. Okay. Ooh, look at this. I can rotate the eye. That's great. Alright, so I've got a key node. It'll get me to access protocols. Now it's connected to a remote array and buzzing as it picks up drive signatures of passing ships. And I can use a 6, or because I've got 2 interface, a 2 or a 3. That's great. I've got both a 2 and a 3, so maybe I'll be doing stuff up here. Key node, again, a 4, or, because I have +2, a 2 or a 3. This node is barely visible. Just an access key left on some long-forgotten desk in a sealed Solheim office? Alright, okay. And the last one, over here, Keynode 785, is again, oh, this is slightly different. It needs a 5, or a 3 or a 1. Okay. This node is part of a Solheim ship's internal systems, modded to the hub as a makeshift dwelling. Huh. Okay. Well, I can access all 3 of these and get these things, but I don't know what that will get me right now. So let's have a look back on here. Descender car. Why is that in yellow? Oh, just because it's a new thing. Alright. Take descender car to the eyes out of rim. Woo! Yeah, we'll go back up again immediately. Whee! Okay, that's fun. And let's look at the AE1 mainframe. Station Central Mainframe. Ooh, input the ship mind. AE1 mainframe is mostly disused. Havenage having set up their own master controllers. Navigate, I think Killer is hiding there. I've seen Killer. Oh, Jesus God, I was right over the top, come on. Alright. I've got a 3 and a 2. I'm doing alright. Okay, no, let's not do that. Let's see what's going on the hub, first of all. Okay. Ooh, space socializing. The hub is thronging with spacers from across the surrogate systems. They can be a prickly bunch, but they know the place well. It's a risky engage action, but I can get +2 to Weightless Wanderer, or -13 cryo. somewhere between those. Okay. And Weightless Wanderer is a 6 o'clock, which says, up here there is no gravity. That even just moving around takes a while to get used to, let alone navigating the bays. Or I can take an interface action, a risky interface action, where I've got the +2, so that's great. Where I can access the manifests. The stacked bays house a flow of incoming and outgoing ships. A digital manifest will help you get your head around this space, which will give me +2 to Weightless Wanderer, or -1 energy. Huh. Well, interesting, interesting. Alright, let us slot the mainframe to see what's going on here. Started. -1, imprinted chip mind, neutral outcome, gone away. And the item is gone. So, leave. Slip into the cloud, as easy as blinking. Your navigator is beside you, the sphere casting light into the strange darkness here. This is not how a mainframe should look. Center, point of connection. The object in front of you is severed, cut off. A rootless, branchless tree, only the trunk remains. This killer is dead. Maybe it can be brought back to life? I don't know. Quiet. Navigator hisses, and then you see it, like a blade in the dark. An edge slicing through the void. It glides off at a distance and blinks out. I mean, I guess they had to introduce killer when I came in there, because I might not have been with the navigator Neo-Vend at this point. I could have got here a lot earlier. Then it appears again, elsewhere, gliding once more, searching. It's looking for us? The moment you make a sound, the edge leaps closer. It is not an edge, but the ridge of a long, sharp head, like a shark. It glides past, closer now, and you see into the void where its eyes would be. Should be. You and Navigator exchange looks, both thinking the same thing. It is blind. Killer crosses between you two, smooth as a razor, and disappears. Flickers back in, further away. You move close to Navigator to talk. You saw it too. Killer has been blinded. Is that because Hunter is gone? Sorry, crumbs on the keyboard. Have I shown off my keyboard? I don't know that I have. Yes, it's backlit. Ooh, how exciting. I don't particularly care about that. But it's a Steel Series keyboard. It's not bad. I didn't buy it because it was Steel Series. I bought it because I needed to replace the other one that I had, which had just broken. And it was on special offer, so I went, yeah, why not? Although, I do also have Steel Series headphones. I definitely am not a Steel Series person. It's just that I've used these headphones, and they have been working well for me as a wireless Bluetooth set of headphones. And I thought, hey, if they make good headphones, why not try out their keyboard and see if it's alright as well. And yeah, not bad. I can turn the volume up on the keyboard without even... without needing to go to my volume controls. That's good. I wonder if it made any difference to you guys on your side of the recording. I hope so. It's got a little rolly wheel to do that. So yeah, that's fun. And I can mute it entirely as well, with the different key press on there. Those are the only two special function keys on there. Oh, no, that's not entirely true. There's also a Steel Series key on there, which, I don't know what it does. I presume I need to have the other software installed in order to do that. But, anyway, as I was saying, Killer has been blinded. How? Unclear. The protocol has been running for decades, well past its operational limit. Do programs have an operational limit? Navigator sons dull as they drop their voice to a whisper. This may give us an advantage over the protocol. Flinch as the silent killer appears closer and glides past you. Its empty sockets open wide. You turn to Navigator and notice something strange. The aura of spheres is collapsing. Your bits, usually round and even, are decaying. The spheres are following a spiral path, condensing on a central point. Navigator is nursing too. You go to shift their position to better direct the spheres, but they cannot. Whatever is drawing the aurae together is holding them in place. They look at you suddenly, desperate, frantic. It's a trap! You go to speak, but killer appears between the two of you, gliding through the gap. Navigator freezes, and you see them framed in the empty sockets. You realise now, Navigator cannot move, and it's only a matter of time before one of the killer sweeps brings them directly through Navigator. Time is not a problem for a protocol that has been running for decades. You look desperately around for a solution, for a way to extract Navigator from the mainframe, and you see it. 3 branches, lust, 3, thin and spindly, feeding the mainframe a thin diet of power and data. Break these, and the mainframe collapses once and for all, severing the connection, shattering the hardware. Whatever it takes, it must be broken. But they're encased in something, a glassy layer of protection. You need to unlock access before snapping them in the mainframe for good. You look at Navigator, trying to reassure them without speaking, and you blink back to reality. Expression of fear, an after image that slowly fades. You must act quickly. Okay, so we're on a timer clock now, are we? Plus drive. Alright, deal with killer. Gain mainframe access. Alright. Oh my god. They're all over the place. Alright, okay. So A, branch 02. And that needs a key. Oh my god. Control plates the last friendly branch. Oh, it's not 3 for this one. It's the same thing we had before, where there are 3 branches to do. And you can insert key. Right, that's fine. Control plates the last spindling branch, leading into the mainframe. Unlock access, and you might be able to break them. Breaking the access branch means unlocking access at each of the 3 terminals. This needs to be done fast. Well, I can do 2 of them this time. This controller protects the last friendly branches feeding into the mainframe. Unlock access and you might be able to break them. Yeah, okay. Alright, I mean, I can do this without too much trouble. Yeah? I mean, I assume... But I mean... This doesn't make sense. Killer's not here now. Maybe it's going to take 6 actions to do. Where was the one which needed a 3? 632, and that was 32, so it's got to be the last one right there. 785. There we go. Yeah. 531. I mean, I don't think I'm going to get... I don't know that I'm more likely to get anything. But here we go. If I bypass this one. 5 credits? No, no credits. And I extract the data. There we go. And I got an encrypted key. This node is part of the Solheim internal system, worded to others. Just makeshift terminal. Okay, so now that one's gone. So now I can get 2 keys. 432. No, let's do the 6. Because I'm more likely to use the 6s elsewhere. Bypass. No money for these intuit actions. There you go, I've got 2 keys now. But the killer thing has gone away. And I don't really know what the point of that was, because that was a 6 o'clock, but there were only 3 things to do up here. So I don't know. There must be more. Oh jeez, can't win them. There we go. Alright, branch access, start action. This branch has been unlocked. Cool. You still stay there, but you're just thinking, okay. A branch 02. This branch has been unlocked. Alright, so I need to do 1 more, but I don't have any here. So... there's nothing I can do. Alright, so I have to go down. You're the only one left, right? Branch 03? Yep. Alright, well I have to go back and go to sleep. I'll lose my last 2 energy. let's sleep over here. Because it will be quicker. He said, trying desperately to find his home. I've got no scrap. I don't want to inject a stabilizer just yet. Let's end the cycle. I got 6, okay. 2, 3, 4. 6 and 2, 3, 4. Alright, well. Up, and away! Ascend the hub. I know I'm starving, but that doesn't matter. Key node. I'm gonna use the 2. I mean, arguably, using the 4 might be better, because I've not... Alright, yeah, let's use the 4. Using the 4 is better, because if I need to do more interface actions, usually it will be a 2 and a 3 that are added to the side because of my +2. So that will probably give me access to more systems. So key 942, the node is barely visible, just an access key left on some long forgotten desk in a sealed Solheim office. Alright, extract the data. There we go. And then I leave. And then I go out. And then... Oh, down there, yep. Alright. Hey, have some keys! Okay, that's done. Do I need to go back into the mainframe? I guess I do. No, there's nothing here. Sorry, I meant the matrix, or whatever we're calling it. And I do need to go into the mainframe. No? Yeah, okay. Oh, ah! Ooh, well, okay, so I can get Killer is dead. I can slice hardware as an engineer. Forget hacking the system, Killer has to die. And slice the branch connections, the mainframe will shut down, freeing Navigator. That only requires 3, but it's a dangerous action. Killer protocol has been running for long enough. Breaking the mainframe's final connections will end the protocol. That doesn't sound good. Not destroying the mainframe. With access to the... Or I can loop branches. With access to the branches, you could redirect them to form a loop, isolating the mainframe with Killer inside, but freeing Navigator, in theory. The Killer protocol can be isolated without being destroyed. A loop of connections would lock it into a closed system. So I've got a 3 clock or an 8 clock. Well. I guess I'm going to try and do catch a killer? Yeah, alright. And that's going to be 100% positive. So that is going to give me 3 parts of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. I have counted right. So, yeah, alright. I'll risk my condition, he said, doing an entire action. Okay, there we go. And I got 5 cryo. Okay. Which is good. I need to eat today, don't I? Alright, let's re-roll. At this point. I mean, a 5 would give me a 50% chance. But a 4, which I've got at least a 50% chance of getting at least a 4. Yeah, because... yeah, alright. A 5 and a 6. Alright, well, there we go. I guess we're looping the branches. 5 became a 6. And I got another 5 cryo, which pays for 2 energy this time, eating rations. And the loop branches with a 6 becoming an 8, which you can't do, so... Hey. Sort it. sneeze, not gonna sneeze. But hey, we've looped the branches, catching the killer. Because, I mean, it lost its eyes, so something bigger might be out there, and the killer might be able to help us. As you blink into the cloud, you see the last flickers of life from the mainframe. I didn't kill it, I just looped it. The last machine once ran the whole station, span it up, directed and processed the flow of energy, water, and data. Fed the lives of thousands of people. Now it's finally dead. No! Meh. Navigator is beside you. You both look out at the perfect ring that encircles you both, woven from the data branches that once fed the mainframe. You see a glint along its edge, like the familiar blade-like head rises to the surface, like the cresting fin of a shark, and then slips into the loop again. Up and down. Shout. I don't know why I did that. It's weird. All you can see of Killer's body after that is the slight thickening of the loop. And that thickening begins to travel around on a long and slow sojourn that will last it forever. I'm surprised at you, said Navigator, drifting faintly around in lazy orbits as if to shake off the imprisonment. Killer had been wandering blind for so long. Do you not think to end them forever? Perhaps they can be saved? It's not I will not kill another being, because I might do to save my own life, but perhaps they can be saved. You are naive. They are a killer by nature. Look what they did to their own home. Navigator gazes into the darkness. Yeah, maybe. This place was their domain and prison, and they had followed their directives for the many decades they roamed here. They cut the threads of the mainframe, executing its administrator AIs, and then kept slicing. At some point, they cut away their own ability to see, to sense, to taste, to speak. Yet they kept cutting. Till only those 3 threads remained, from millions that once roamed here. Only their blindness and chance kept them from making those final 3 fatal cuts. There is a ceaseless violence in this kind of system that creates beings like these. Those will execute commands endlessly, even to their own destruction. Navigator looks at you for your thoughts. I will not continue the violence. As sentience should be respected. They will suffer for it. Why are they also jammed together? What happened here in the spacing? As sentience should be respected. So be it. Would they respect our rights equally? Navigator turns away. I don't know. Maybe. You watch the data points on the station spin around you, blending with fixed stars. There's something satisfying about finally watching the last threads of control from this central point. Wrenching, even, not watching. It was little more than a ghost by the time you reached it. This place deserves to be haunted by a better idea than a totalizing system of control. Navigator floats beside you. It is free now. The station no longer presents a hazard for illegal entities like me. They turn to you. Face a cloud of shimmering light. In fact, in time, perhaps it can be a refuge. Refuge? That sounds like something of value. Something worth building. Dark shape passes across your vision. A distant curve of something like smoke or oil. A fluid. Shifting tank of total darkness. The Greenway, says Navigator, following your line of sight. It was cut off at the moment of collapse. So Hunter or Killer could never reach it. It's closed off to us, separated from the cloud. Ah. Maybe we're going to get to go and see it. What system is inside it? It may be totally dark. Maybe some other old protocols are isolated there. Navigator turns to you. And we have now seen what decades of isolation can do to a protocol. You could extract an access cipher. They pause and then blink out of existence. You freeze, shocked. And a moment later they reappear with a glowing polygon of data. Ooh, a polygon. One whole polygon. Here, the cipher you need. You take it, still shocked. I am not used to being free. To being able to move and explore and extract without fear. Without limits. Navigator does a little twirl. This will take some getting used to. Thank you for this gift. They whirl their spheres around. The entities of this station will always be friends to you, Sleeper. And I to them. It's true that mutual need is required for friendship, but I must admit that I had not considered the value of offering assistance without personal gain. I will think on that. Navigator loops around you. Navigator loops around you, rapidly, suddenly eager to test their newfound freedom. At first I will explore. Perhaps there are still intelligences that hid themselves as I did, encased in simple systems cut off Navigating glows. I should like to free them. With that they drift away, flickering, glowing, then shifting so rapidly you lose sight of them on the glittering rim of the eye. You feel a pang of jealousy, free, without a body to weigh you down, or fear to limit you. How must it feel? Your eyes fall on the greenway, on its secrets. Perhaps that can wait until after you have celebrated this victory. One upgrade drive completed. So I can still go to the hub and do things to become a weightless wanderer. Wanderer? Yeah. I thought you were going to say warder for a second. But no. Descent to rim. Let's have a look at our... That doesn't look like a polygon. But yeah, alright. I mean, a polygon can be anything, so it does look like a polygon, but still. I want to buy 2 from the overlook bar. Yes, buy rations. Num 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 num. 2 energy. Now, no, let's keep ship mine fragments. Just in case. Alright, and now we're not going to insert the thing in here just yet. We're going to go to sleep, get a good night's sleep. Oh, we're going to be down to 3 dice then. So maybe we won't investigate that tomorrow, or next cycle, but we will look at the aviary, seeing as that's about to be completed. Mushroom farming. But for right now, it's time to end the cycle. Well, a 6, a 5, and a 2. Alright, okay, so the aviary is done. And I've got upgrades available. Of course, I got an upgrade point. Don't want to make... Do I want to gain another special ability or make endure? +1. Well, if I get the engage, then I can... Wait, I need to have a look at the wastelands. Are they over here? Where's the wastelands? I was going to say, I thought they were over there on the other side and I just didn't see them. Okay. Oh, here they are. Okay. I just went too far. Yeah, so that's a +1 for endure. I can get scrap components out of it. So yeah, we are going to add a +1 to our... Oh no, because I have to buy photosynthetic skin. Alright. Our engage +1 was to lower the price of a hive mind. Huh. I think the ship is in. I think that ship just left, didn't it? Yep. This ship has just arrived. I can buy ship mine fragments for 60. I can haggle over the prices if I upgrade the skill. Because I can sell one for 50. 50 each. So if I could buy them at 40 each, then I would make some profit. Oh, it ++s to the limited supply though. No. It could do if you are bad. Alright, okay. No. No, let's buy photosynthetic sunbathe. Alright. Actually, let's look at our sunbathe at home. Alright, here we are. Repeatable action. It's safe. Okay, so I can use one die to get between 1 and 3 energy. Alright, cool. Wait. What? Why are you yellow? Starving. Okay. First cycle. Where's the condition? Alright, okay, yep. That's why you were yellow. Alright, but let's look at the mushrooms. Harvest mushrooms. But every time 2 random rare mushrooms or 1 cryo cap. And it's intuit. 3 bodies are appearing. Griots are easy to find, but Natsuko and other stranger types will require extra effort. Take your pick. Alright. The fungal yield, however. Proper fruiting bodies has broken the surface of the mulch. Once harvested, they'll have to grow more. Okay, so what you're saying is I get 3 draws on here, and then I have to wait another 4 before it comes up again. Alright. Well, actually, let's make a 5 into a 6. 100% positive, so I'm going to get 2 random rare mushrooms. But I only know of 1. What did I get? Natsuko caps and clubhead caps. Maybe other guy wants clubheads. Oh, I'm gonna need... Alright, okay. Yeah, I need to give him time to cook it as well, don't I? So being... Yeah, fungus yield went down again, but I've got 3 Matsuko caps. Masuko? Matisuko? Whatever it is that I cannot pronounce there. Just like muscularity. Where are you? There you are, emphasis stall. I'm going to give you 2 of this. Emphasis mentions an old recipe for Matsuko broth. All he needs are 2 handfuls of Matsuko caps, freshly sourced. I freshly sourced them. Freshly sourced today. Get them to me. I am starving. Emphasis inhales the deep autumnal aroma of the Matsuko caps and nods. He seems impressed. Three cycles. Three cycles. And then I assume you are going to be for this one. So I have to wait 3. Alright, so I have to... I'm not going to throw a dice in it. I'm going to go to the overlook bar and buy some rations. I can't even buy stuff at your place anymore, can I? Alright. Let's tap out that fungal mushroom as soon as we can. Okay, let's re-roll. We got another 6. Alright. I mean, it's a waste putting it in here. But there's nothing else I really care about. I will have 2 more rare mushrooms. Ah, 1 of each. Nice. The fungal yield action is unavailable, so now I have to wait. And I got an upgrade point. Spore catcher. Achievement unlocked. Oh, now I need to do it again. Ah, damn it. Okay, alright. This is going to take longer to do in the labs than I thought, isn't it? I found other ones. Let's take samples. Oh no, that fills up 3. 3 fruiting bodies and 1 Matsuko cap. Okay. I guess that might fill in 1 or 2 sections then. So that's why they've divided it like this. Alright, okay. Alright, I guess I'm going to go up to... Let's see. Okay, I'm going to say this. Upgrade available. Oh yeah, I got another upgrade. So now... Yeah, I'm going to become enduring before I become engaging. Look at that. So now... The wastes. I can gather scrap. It's dangerous. It's a repeatable action. So for 1 die I can get 1 scrap. So, when I don't have anything to do, getting a scrap component is what I want. So when I'm about to go up, when I get all 5 dice, it might be worth coming up here and doing a lot of actions in here so that I can stay in the 5 for longer. But for now, end the cycle. I mean, I've got a hive mind coming as well, so there we go. I'm no longer starving. I've only got 3 dice. Look. Ah, 2 3s though. And a 1. And I need to get spores again. I need grow spores, it's risky. Maybe I will input the thing this time and open it, because with a 1 and 2 3s I am bound to have stuff that I need. Oh, Greenway Gate. Entire Greenway is locked down, shrouded in a dark cloud of shifting currents. What is happening here? Oh, it's not letting me click in the exact right place for some reason. Okay, so let's start the action. Woo! Cipher burns away when it's slotted. The data sparkling like a lit touch paper. What has been unlocked? I don't know. The cloud, the data ghost of the eye. The Greenway roils beneath you like a silk-choked river. If what Navigator said was true, then no one has accessed these networks since the collapse. The Hunter and Killer protocols have never set foot here, never cleaned out the intelligences and systems. So why then, you wonder, does it look so dark? Is it just that the bit rot has set in? Oh, bit rot because of bytes and bits, right, okay. The entropy of systems reducing everything to shadows and lights? No. I think this is a protection. As you watch, the solid cipher fizzles into one open, distorted gateway in this entire rim of the station. It flickers and winks out, and then you are falling into the flow. A river of swirling darkness. You are spun by it, twisted by it, lost in it. It's not that the Greenway was hiding in the darkness. It's made of darkness. It's filled by this substance, this process, this swarm. Now you're among it, you notice that a swarm is exactly what it is. 1 billion individuals moving in a flow. There is no network map here, no nodes, threads, only a storm of interchangeable points, shifting configurations endlessly. Then you see them. A figure, turned away, the only bright spot in the dark river. You push closer through the storm. They're facing away, at least you think so. They're so fractured, so overgrown that it is hard to tell. Even from this distance you can see the flesh is moving, flowing. The gardener. Ingrown farm administrator. You watch silent as they stoop and reach down. In their hands is a dark shape. With twisted fingers they press it down into the loam of data beneath them, pushing it through this trembling soil. They move away, go a little further and repeat the process, as if they were sowing a field. Push forward, but somehow, despite their slow and deliberate speed, they move faster. They quickly fade into the storm. They reach the point where they planted the object and look down. There it is. Glassy, shifting polygon with something inside. Reach down and pick it up. So they planted the object and I just go, oh, I'll take a look at this. It might not be hurting things or dealing with things I don't understand. It's cold, but it thrums with energy. Look towards the path of the figure, but they are long gone. When you blink out of the cloud, back into the leaves and the dappled light of the Greenway, you hold a seed in your hand. Oh! Gardener's seed, a seed. I need to find somewhere safe to plant this gift. In the mushrooms? In the mushroom grove? In the lab? Maybe I need to get fruiting bodies before I can do that. No, that doesn't make sense. And the hyphen door? In the hyphen commune? No? Did... I entered the greenway. Find a nurturing grow bed for the seed. It's right there in the lab. Oh, but I need to complete that. Okay, so I was right at what I did. Alright, okay. Alright, so 331 doesn't help me because there's nothing going on in here that I can do anything with. Huh. You know, I never looked on the... I assume the mainframe is totally dead now, and there's not actually anything going on up there. Well, let's take a look. Oh, on the mainframe. Let's take a look. I only got Yetigan and Hanran agents now. Okay, there's nothing on here at the moment. Havenage, not Hannigan. Yeah. Yetigan and Havenage agents. Alright, okay, interesting. Alright. No, don't do that. I need... Well, I might get energy from somewhere else. So let's cross the greenway and do this first of all. I guess what I want to do is focus on the mushroom groves and do collecting spores. I'm gonna re-roll all of those dice, seeing as I can't use them in systems anywhere. I could not have got it any better. Don't want cryo caps. So I'll use a 6 here to collect spores. Alright, and I'll use a 5 here to collect spores, which becomes a 6. Alright. And then I can go to the grove. If you didn't see, I got a 665, so... Alright, and now I just need to... They'll grow through areas greater than rich medium, which you can place the spores in the groves. They'll grow well here, yep. Yeah, they will. I'm going to do all of this. Extract the spores from the sample, print and mix with water. Then you inject them into the prepared mulch. It is precise work. There we go. Now the fungal beds are done. Action complete. Now I need to wait another 4. Then I can harvest them. Alright, so I've still got 6. Alright, and you're 1 of 3, so I need to buy 2 days worth of food. I can't buy food from you, right? Nope, that's good, but I've got a 6 I can use somewhere. I mean, I could. I mean, I can only get a scrap component singular. So I could do some work in the shipyard as a yard hand. An engineer might get me a scrap component anyway. Where's the ships? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna need to wait 2 for another ship to come in and then buy some scrap from you. Or work on the scrap thing, maybe. Wait. Yeah. Keep 2 dice even when condition is breaking. Don't care about that. Don't think I'm ever gonna go down to breaking. I mean, these 3 might be the next to get here. Because all cryo actions being 20% less would be, you know, really good. Let's make some money. Let's go to the overlook bar. Let's try and become friendly over here, eh? I'll get some money. I might get some energy. And I'll get some good service. Double plus good service, 15 cryo, and I'm going to spend 10 of that cryo right here, so that I'm no longer starving. I guess I'll sleep here in my crate, for old time's sake, since I don't really care. I don't want a ship mine fragment. Empty container. Let's go to sleep. I could have sunbathed and gained 3 energy. But then I wouldn't have filled in part of that. Alright. So I think I'm 2 more cycles as a 3. As a 3 die being when I'm fading. Did I lose double condition? No, I didn't. I did lose 2 energy there. It just only looked like 1 for a minute there, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, 361. Alright, let's go back to the bar. We'll do another risky engage. That gets another 2 on here. There we go, 15 cryo, good service. Let's just check on things. Yeah, you're going to come in next time, you're going to come in next time. I haven't done anything with Yadigan, which is fine. Yep, you're still growing. The wastes. I wish the dice better represented what was going on. Yeah? Let's go to the overlook bar. I'm going to need to buy rations no matter what. Let's do a roll. See if we can get a decent... 4 and a 2. Alright. Let's do a risky engage. I've got a chance of this coming out negative. What's negative that I... Well, let's find out what negative is. We've got good service. We've got 13 cryo. We've got a 2. Do I want a 50-50 shot? Yeah, let's see what happens. Hey, I got good service and I got thrill seeker plus energy. Which is a waste. Which is a waste. Because, oh well, let's leave. And then go to tell her. Maybe she'll give me a drink, which will give me an energy, I don't know. Emilio slides from the bottle onto the lumpy recycled glass, a pale greasy yellow under the overlook's warm light. The spacer nods and takes a drink, bringing it up to their face in both hands like an offering bowl. This is the good stuff. The stuff Tala says is aged in wooden casks, stored in some closed-off part of the old station. Among corroded wires and softly looping systems. Though sometimes it's hard to tell if Tala is joking. Either way, you like pouring this stuff. It gets on your fingers, and if you rub them together, you can smell mossy drink cut with aniseed, mushrooms, wood. Cut through with aniseed, mushrooms, wood, as the alcohol evaporates. Jeez, that's... badly phrased. Like those who order it too. The aged grill is kept beneath the bar, open to order only by those who know it's there. Like the quiet spacer sitting at the bar right now. Let's watch the spacer. They're far enough away that you can freely watch them as you close the bottle and tuck it beneath the bar. We call them a spacer because they bear the hallmarks: pale, back-suited, bird-boned, and hunched beneath the weight of the station's spin gravity. But the closer you look, the less you see a type. The less you see a type. Pale eyes, almost grey but kind. Delicate fingers that slightly drum the bar as if it was an instrument. a shock of black hair almost covering a forescar. Scars are something you have learned to value. You know what? Mark out your body from the hundreds, maybe thousands, who knows, of similar models that rolled out in the S&R biolabs. You find yourself rubbing one on your forearm, a rough little split. Something that, on good days, you might think of as a mark of defiance. Suddenly, you hear a heavy clunking at the door. It creaks open and a heavy cylindrical metal tank trembles through, slamming into the floor. There's Tuller delivering something. Shit! Tuller bruises in from behind it, a whirl of hair and bright eyes. Shit, shit, shit! You okay, Tuller? Sleeper! Tucks behind the bar and comes over. Can you help me with this? You look at the huge metal tank suspiciously. How'd you get that thing up here? Damn! I puts a hand on hip. You gonna help me or what? Come around the bar and get to one side of the tank. Okay, says Stella, on my count. 1, 2, 3. Yep! You both lift the tank up while standing somehow. Hold it steady, struggling to keep it. Hold it in place, struggling to keep it steady. You don't hold it steady, struggling to keep it in place. Alright. Stella? In the back! Comes a voice from behind the tank. Somehow you manage to lug the thing into the back room, where you place it in one corner, dwarfing the rest of the contents in the cramped space. As you do, you hear a crunch. Stand back and look at the expired rations oozing out from under the tank. Oh shit, Taylor looks at you apologetically. I know you like those. Ah, so we've got something that's better than rations now. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. You push it the crashed rations to one side. That's the end of that. Taylor looks exhausted and rubs her shoulders. Francis, I swear to... Who's Francis? What's that? Nah, tell me about what's up. Yeah, she sighs. We're supposed to be back from Etienne. Oh, we're supposed to be back from Etienne's up in the Greenway by now, back with our grill. He leans up against the tank. It seems like he got lost again, or joined the Haifa commune. Nothing wrong with that. They offer a bed, they offer energy for where you work. It's not bad. We need that griot. There's 4 other bars near here, and the spaces sure as hell don't come to the griot for the ambience. They don't come to the overlook for the ambience, not the griot. She looks through the open door to check if anybody can hear her. She looks at the hollow tank. So, I'm taking matters into my own hands, she smiles. Welcome, sleeper, to the Overlook Distillery. She looks around the tank pack room. Yeah, it needs a bit of work. She picks up some paint, flaking from the metal walls. Well, I need some help, though. She shrugs. You up for it? Knocks on the tank again. Could be fun. Yeah, sure. Okay, she grabs you by the shoulders. I'm excited. She turns around and looks at the tank. I reckon we chop this thing in half. One half for fermentation, the other we turn into a still. Still need to gather the ingredients. I'm on it. She turns back and looks at you. You look more like a chopper than a gatherer, she smiles. How about you be the still and the tub while I work on the rest? Mushrooms in my pockets right now. I'm emptying my pockets of mushrooms for you. Oh wait, sleeper, I have an idea. Tyler's grinning now if it's making you nervous. Pick up for the rations. How about we put a kitchen in here too? Ooh, will it fit? We'll make it work. She turns back to the tank. This is gonna be great, she says to herself. You look at the dented tank and the bare room. At least she has a vision. Tyler nudges out of the back room and closes the door. Go back to the bar. You hear the banging and thumping continue. Begin. Even not continue. She hasn't even started yet. She's been continuing. The spacer finishes up their drink and nods in your direction as they leave. Can't quite tell if it's a gesture of sympathy or good luck. So much for a quiet shift. New drive discovered. Drive of... Improve the Overlook. Tala wants to build a distillery in the back room of the Overlook. Tala is not someone it's hard to say no to. Tala is someone who it's hard to say no to. Okay. And what can I do with help setting up the distillery? I can do a bar shift, which will just get me money, which is fine. Oh, I cannot buy any sonic rations. Well, that ain't good. Huh. This is a 12 o'clock. It's an engineer action. Well, I've got +1 on that, and I will gain scan from it, but the best result is overlook the distillery. So you need to cut Tully's tank down and turn it into a still and a fermentation tub, as well as setting up a room for distilling. It's a big job. Not sure Teller knows what she is doing, but she is a hard person to say no to. It looks like you are building this thing. Well, crap. I guess... No, I'll go down to 2 dice if I... Alright, maybe I'll starve. Maybe I won't put any money in this time. I'll go down to 2 dice and we'll see what happens. Yeah, alright. Let's see what happens. I'll lose 1 condition, I'll lose 2 energy, of which I will only have 1. So let's find out what happens. Starving. Oh. But I didn't lose any more condition. Now that I'm starving, is there a help? No. I'm certain it said stuff before. Maybe it's while you are starving, all condition loss is doubled. Maybe that's it? I don't know. Alright. Well, I've still got 3 dice. I've got 2 4s and a 3. But the first thing to do is to go and get myself unstarving. By eating at emphasis this is. Before we do... you know what? Maybe I should record one of those nose blowings, because that is a truly... I mean, everybody's blowing their nose, so they know it's disgusting, but a truly disgusting sound that I can add to our soundboard for, you know, when something disgusting happens on screen and then you could hear that noise. Ew, everybody would be creeped out. Though... Though I would actually put a price on that one, rather than making them free, as I have done with everything else. Okay. Hey there, Emphas. What you got? Emphas is preparing the he's preparing the mushroom caps. He cleans them carefully with a damp cloth before shaving the stalks, as if he was sharpening a pencil. His knife slides through them, revealing a bright white of the flesh within. These are good, Sleeper, very good. He says without looking up. I bartered with Mingar for some kelp too, so we can brew the Deshi? What's Deshi? I know you know Min Guy. You've got to know Min Guy, who's right there, and they're a competition, but what's Deshi? A soup base, very good. Ephes slides the sliced mushrooms to one side and takes out a closed pan. He opens the lid, and you see the green water of kelp sitting in the bath of water. It's soaking it since last cycle, Ephes explains. Should be good to warm now. He places the pan over the burner and turns it on low. We have some time now. He wipes his hands clean and throws the cloth over his shoulder. However, there's only one difference this cycle, he smiles. You have been the one providing the ingredients, so it's my turn to provide a story. I provided the ingredients last cycle as well. Okay, whatever. Good, this story is important to me. Gestures for you to both sit at the folding stool. Oh, he gestures for you to both sit on the folding stools behind the stool. Folding chairs behind the stool. No, stools behind the stool. Yes. Alright. See these? Ephes runs a hand over his forearm, tracking these circular scars that mark like perfect black marks. Conway called it an anchored interface rig. Mechanical control device for piloting a heavy G extraction suit in low G industrial operations. We called it a bone suit. Bone suit is ready. You know where that is? You have either good taste or around in the early 2000s. points to a pattern of larger circles on his shoulder. Or, you know, you've seen the Marvel movies. You don't have to have good taste to have seen those. I mean, I like them, but I'm not saying they're high art. He points to a pattern of larger circles on his shoulders. They drill in and anchor in. He points to a pattern of larger circles on his shoulders. They drill in and anchor it here, then all the way down the arm. Taps each scar on the way. It maps mechanical movement to the suit exactly. 1-to-1 mechanical replication. You swing your arm, 2-ton arm swings too. You should have seen the recruitment vids. Strong people in even stronger suits, tearing through stone and scrap. Superheroes. Bullsore is ready. Half of my graduating year signed up. From company school to company shuttle. Conway from birth to death. Stares off into the distance for a moment, fighting with the memories. And now you do a more nuanced, a more delicate task. I can see people doing that. Moving from one to the other. Okay. But the bone suits weren't good. Rate of failures was high, and failures went arms torn off, anchors torn out, broken bones. Mad stuff. So after a while, Conway discontinued them. No longer competitive, they said. Checks the broth, turning down the heat, and adding the mushrooms. So there we were, hundreds of us, with surgical alterations for suits that didn't work. Sent us home, back to the company colony that spat us out. Be cleaners, drivers, cooks. They gave us drugs for the pain and told us to make something of ourselves. When I deserted, bribing some passing spacers to take me into orbit, only me and a couple of others left. The rest just faded away. Arthritis, osteoporosis. They folded in on themselves like paper lanterns. That was my generation. The anchor points still ache, still burn. He touches the scar. Burns burst. What burns worse is the betrayal. And I was going, I said where is it? Osteoporosis so well, you know. Some words, no problems. Other words, all kinds of problems. But anyway, what burns worse is the betrayal. Been on the eye a long time now, but that will never fade. Not that, and not the faces of my friends. Nephis reaches over and sprinkles a handful of leaves into the broth. It is ready. I'm sorry, man. I just say thank you. I mean, hey, you couldn't have been good with the Havenage Hindra, whatever his name was, Halkin, whoever. Turning on to Conway again, right? Thank you. Thank you for listening to me. I will not let their story die. As long as I'm telling it, it will remain. If it's pours the broth into a double-walled metal bowl and hands it to you, heat radiates through your hand, and the smell drifts up, rich and sharp, like a pine forest after the rain. You drink the broth slowly, chewing the mushrooms and thinking. Envious busies himself with cleaning the pans in the bowl, keeps healing the kelp back up for another day. Then he quietly comes to sit with you while you speak. No, then he quietly comes to sit with you while you finish your meal. Neither of you speak, preferring instead to let the story linger in the air a little longer. It's not that there is nothing to say, it is that sometimes, in the moments after something, speaking breaks the spell. So you idle, eager to be in each other's company, Emphis taking longer over his cleaning, his packing, and you savouring the final dregs of the broth. When you finally finish, you hand him the bowl. You feel the spell break, and the story leaves you both. And as you leave, you know that both of you are somehow a little more empty, and a little more full than before. Yes, an upgrade, Story Eater, and 5 energy. Nope. Okay, you've just got autofungus now. You don't want club head caps. Maybe other person wants them. Up here. Maybe you'll want them after we finish doing all of these. I can't do anything with these yet. And I've got to wait days. I mean, I could. I mean, but it's risky, so there's no point in going and trying to get Griot caps. Because we think we're only going to fill in one. So we'd have to find 3 of them. I would have to find 6 of them. Let's see, and if I found 6 of them, that would probably cost me 6 dice. Yeah, with Intuit, maybe it would cost me 3 dice. Well, that would be a whole day, and then I would have to put them all in there. Or say it would take 2 days, by which time the Aviary will be done anyway. So who knows? Alright. Let's go back. Well, the ship is here. And you've just left, haven't you? Yep, okay. But you've just arrived. So I could buy some scrap. I don't think I want to. Well, I'm using my thing this time. Let's see what I get from here. Not the shipyard, sorry, from here. The Overlook, where I'm building the still. It's a risky thing, but it's an engineer action. So I could generate stuff from it anyway. So let's find out. 50% positive, 50% neutral. Let's go. Just one. Alright, well, we'll go again. Start the action. Lost 2 for the Overlook Distillery. Okay, so we're a quarter of the way round of the 12. Alright, let's re-roll the 3. 50% chance to get better. We got the same. Alright, okay. No. Alright, let's go to the... Actually, let's stay back here. There's nowhere else I can generate scrap apart from that place. So let's buy a... I was going to say, let's buy some scrap. I don't know that I want to buy some scrap when... what do I lose if I'm here? Condition. Okay, well then I don't care. Because if I lose condition, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to be taking the stabilizer today already. So, let's hope I get a scrap component. I wonder what else I can get. Let's find out. I got a scrap component. Oh, and I lost 2 energy as well. Alright, okay, that is mildly annoying. But I got a scrap component. Upgrades available. Yeah, this is what I want. And I'm going to get Obsessive Haggler next. Yep. No upgrades, no upgrade points left. I'm running out of things. Alright, so now I go back to my... I have 2 days before that happens. So, alright, let's sleep over here while I'm working at the bar. Oh, I've got the derelict unit. Could have done an endure there to up my makeshift apartment. And sorry, what would I have lost if I had just energy? Alright. Alright, let's sleep in the empty container. Let's do a dice, or do a pill, do a liquid, whatever it is, of inject stabilizer. Okay, now we're going to have 5 dice tomorrow. And we've got a piece of scrap. I mean... I've got 5 dice. I could just put 1 die in getting scrap every time. And then I could just self-repair every time, and I would have 5 dice every day. And and then I wouldn't need stabilizer anymore. But I don't know that it's going to run out over there. So I don't know, maybe that's what I need to want to do. Alright, well. Well, he said. Well, alright. Guess there's an engineer action. Let's put the 5 in here and build the still. And then start the action. So that becomes 5 becomes a 6. This gets us 2. So I still have 7 there. Well, a 4 becomes a 5. Let's do that because 50-50 is fine. I only got 1. Now, if I did 3 6 actions, then it would do that. And I have a 6. So I will build the still. There we go, that filled up 2. Then I've got a 4 and a 3. I'll put the 4 in here. Start the action, and hopefully... Oh no, I only got 1 there. No, actually, let's re-roll the 3. We got a 1 instead. Alright, well, let's go sleep at the commune then. And while we're there... because we're going to do mushrooms tomorrow. Well, it doesn't work. With a 1 becoming a 2, I have a 50-50 chance, but I'll get energy no matter what happens. There we go. I did a negative outcome. Oh, that's a shame. Oh well. I don't want to do negative outcomes for you guys. Let's not put the scrap component in just yet. I could have got energy from here with an endure action, which is safe. I suppose it's possible. I might not have got enough energy. I would have got 1 energy at least. Anyway, alright, end the cycle. Lose a point in condition. Lose 2 points of thing. 6, 5, 4, 4, 2. Alright, okay. Well, first of all, it's time to go to the aviary and harvest mushrooms. For which we're going to put a 5 in there. Which will get us 2 random rare mushrooms, hopefully. Including the ones that I want. Yep, 1 of each. 1 Matsuka and 1 clubhead cap. So I only need 1 more, right? Yeah. We're going to use the 6 for it all the same. Hey, and I got 2 of those mushrooms that I can't do anything with. I mean, I've got to be able to sell the mushrooms somewhere. Maybe that's what the still is for. Alright. Anyway, let's put the samples in, start the action. There we go. And let's do it again. Fruiting bodies. There we go, fruiting bodies. You hand over the caps, and Raiko looks pleased. My amateur mycologist, thank you. Right, but now we can go back to Raiko. Raiko? Rico? Rico. I don't know why I'm getting your name so wrong. And do a thing! Rico meets you at the entrance to the lab, leaning on a crutch with a glint in her eye. Walk with me, sleeper. I'd like to tell you a story. You're on a crutch. Can't we do this sitting down somewhere? No? Okay. She makes her way down the corridor that leads back up towards the main commune building. People first crossed what we called the Founder's Gap into the Greenway, and so against the wishes of Andrea? Andrea Erlin. I'm getting the names wrong. I am horrible at this. This is, man. At the time, Erlin was trying to stabilize the Union and establish control over the Eye in the wake of Solheim's collapse. It was chaos, competing factions, failing systems, so many dead and injured from the riots. That was his priority. Listen, sorry, not asking questions. You both cross through a glass roof tunnel. The greenway outside grinded with vines and branches, dappling the light. Erlin had written the greenway off. Cut off from the rest of the station and linked to a broken spire. Claiming it was only a matter of time before everything here would die. He refused to let anyone abandon their duty to the Union and cross. They were traitors to the cause, or as good as. Ryko continues, making a slow but steady way to the inner gardens of the commune. There weren't many of us, but we believed what was here was worth saving. And to keep our plans secret until we crossed. Some of us left people behind. She pauses to catch her breath, her voice cracking. It's difficult to know if it's from effort or emotion. What we found was a disaster. Nothing like what you see here. Half of the greenway was leaking oxygen into space. The plants flash frozen. The other half was swamping of mulch. This decaying matter clogged every system. We worked hard. We lost good people. We cleaned up and closed up. But it was never going to be enough. After many, many cycles, we all knew this place was doomed. We kept on working. Talking less and less because we couldn't face it. We all developed a death wish. If the greenway was going to die, so would we. What changed? Everything! Rico smiles. We crossed some invisible boundary, tipped some biological scale. The greenway started to recover. Plants flowered, crops sprouted. For the first time we reaped the fruits of our labour. Rico smiled. Rico smiles, looking up at you. We thought it was, but we managed to do just enough to end the cycle of decay until... And I thought we had saved the greenway. Until today. Yeah. You think it might be the mysterious AI thing that has been doing the same as you? Maybe it was looking and seeing and learning what you had done and seeing how you were fighting to protect it, and it couldn't let that go to waste. I mean, I'm ascribing human meanings to something which is essentially non-human, so... You pass into the grow beds of the commune, rich with the hustle and bustle of hyper members, planting and harvesting. For a while, Rako was quiet, and you simply observed the hypnotic movements of the workrooms, eager chatter washing over you like a wave. Hypnotic movements. Riko smiles to herself. She hadn't known, of course, that our arrogance was unfounded. But we needed to believe back then. We needed a myth to bring more people across the gap. You both move into a smaller corridor. Riko following some direction unknown to you. What you have shown me is that back then, the Greenway saved us, not the other way around. Aha! So is the Greenway the AI? Is that what it is? Tell me, have you ever consumed one of the Matsuko or Griot caps you've been going? Yeah, I have. Oh, yummy. I have them cooked by Emphas. Imagine they were delicious, nutritious, almost uniquely so, she muses. After all, they were designed for you. For the sleepers? Rico has a mischievous look. At first, I thought it was the location they were grown in that made the mushrooms from the aviary, from the labs, or from the grove different to each other. But from what I've come to understand, it is the person growing them. Oh! Okay. Matsuki and Griot caps that you brought me are totally unique, containing compounds never usually found in similar specimens in my possession. Many of these compounds aren't even digestible for humans. But for a sleeper like you... Rika smiles as she leads you to an internal garden of the Cockpit, where the hypha members have planted species from all over the Greenway. Back when the tide turned, when the Greenway started to recover, we all felt something. A response. It was as if this place was not just alive, as a forest is alive, but alive in other ways. Communicative, responsive. We shrugged it off at the time, but now I understand why. Hey, have I told you about the AI-like thing that I've encountered? No? Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's nothing to do with what you're talking about. Noko stops and turns to you. The place is responding to us, adapting itself to us. It is growing fruiting bodies for you, for me. It is adapting, changing. It is, in short, displaying all the signs of sentience. The Greenway is sentient, and we saved it, and nurtured it, and helped it. And in return, it's helping us back. Perhaps not the Greenway, but the ecosystem itself, or something within it. Rico sits on a bench within the peaceful garden and gestures for you to join her. You've been growing the griots and the matsukes in the aviary, those species so familiar to the Greenway. Have you discovered any others? Yes! I got clubhead caps. I can barely contain her excitement. I should like to see some of these. Please bring me some the next time you're here. I mean, they're in my pockets right now. In my pockets! Look around the garden, amazed at the sense of peace within it. Rico interrupts the silence. There's a species of mushrooms that I haven't seen in years. It's dark, short, shaped like a club. These ones in my pockets now! 3 of them! We first found it in those early days when we were working to save this place. It was around the same time that we started to lose our first members. We were coming to some infection, some mould growing deep in the dark mulch that drowned this place. At that point we thought we were lost. Then these mushrooms emerged from the same black mould. We tested them and saw they contained some compounds that counteracted the mould. They contained an antidote. Of course, as a botanist, I saw this as part of a natural process of the ecosystem. Even if the time scale seemed absurdly short. But what I'm wondering is if this antidote was a gift. Mira meets your eyes. Perhaps, if you're patient, you will receive your gift too, Sleeper. I've already got it. We sit for a while. Rico's seemingly done telling stories for today. Or at least I assume this seed is it. You watch the light playing off the leaves. Glance around you, wonder what forces you could be at play in this place. So I could stabilize myself with a gardener seed. Maybe that's what it's getting me. It's looked at me, it's analysed what I need, and it said, hey, take this. After a while you stand and leave, with a quiet nod to Rico, leaving her to her memories. Clubhead samples. I got 3 of those. Rico's eager to see the clubhead samples growing in the aviary. Hasn't seen those mushrooms like these in a decade. Well, how about looking at them now? Right here in my pockets. You hand them over to an eager Rico. He immediately begins work on the samples. How about now? You hand them over to an eager Rico. Immediately begins work on the samples. How about now? Are these shooting bodies the same that emerged during the early days of the collapse, or something else? Have you finished your clubhead analysis? You have. Rico is at a bench, running small vials of some liquid through an old chemical analysis machine. The whirring of the spinning drum fills the lab with white noise, and you aren't sure if she notices your approach. Sleeper! It's good to see you. She looks up smiling. The little project of ours has been keeping you awake the past few cycles. Right now, well, I think I have something. What little project? What cycles? I don't understand. I gave you these things as soon as I can. You said, find me these samples. I walked out of the lab, I walked back into the lab, and emptied my pockets. What cycles? You should rest. I know my limits. She laughs to herself. Just don't like paying attention to them. Ah, the drum. The drum finishes spinning. Rico lifts a vial from it, holding it up to the light. This is something extract from the clubheads you've been bringing me. According to my analysis, it is a substance totally unique on the Greenway. There's a small amount of liquid in the vial. Any idea what it might be? Yeah, stabilizer? Okay, no, you want the first lever to come through here, perhaps? I should have mentioned that earlier. No, I already know there was one in... It doesn't matter. I mean, they're dead now, and they're not a ship mind anymore. Her tone suddenly drops, changing the atmosphere in the lab immediately. I just thought... She pauses, thinking very carefully about how she could continue. I just wanted you to trust us. They came through a fair few cycles ago. Found them wandering in the broken sections near the gap. The member who brought them in had never seen one of you before. They were terrified of this strange person, wandering in from an open vacuum. No quieter than you, and damaged. Did our best to patch them up. Welcome to the commune. I only really spoke to them once, while I was working on their wounds along with a couple of systems engineers. He looks nervously at you. Never seen a body like that before. I took some readings, some samples. You stand your face for any sign of reaction. The next cycle they were gone. Took a little food and hiked up towards the wild margins, where the greenway meets the waste. Someone saw them in the distance, but that was it. They disappeared into the overgrowth. She sits down heavily, the vial in her hands. When I saw you, I wanted things to be different. I wanted to keep you here, rather than let you disappear, wherever they ended up. She smiles to herself. Yes, I wanted to understand this place better, but I also wanted to help you. It seems that somehow both my wishes have come true at once. She holds out her hand with the vial. This is for you. Shake the stabilizer. The last cold and smooth in your palm. Thank you. Don't thank me. She gazes out on the greenway through the glass. Those club head caps made it for you. Or at least whoever or whatever made those club head caps. She starts to clear her bunch. It was right there, contained in their tissues. I only had to extract it. I imagine you understand how incredible that is. I learned enough from that sleeper to know that your body, your frame is it, runs on some exotic technology. Somehow the Greenway knows that too. It understands our physiology much better than I ever could. It knows how to treat you. Just like that miraculous antidote that sprung from the mold. So too has sprung from your presence here. The Greenway is speaking to you. It is welcoming you. She looks up. I know it sounds crazy. I know it to be true. Here's the evidence. And I also know it is no longer speaking to me. Even after decades here, I have never seen this kind of response. Not since the antidote so many cycles ago. He smiles. So I'm going to make you a deal. You bring me as many club heads as you like. I'll extract the stabilizer and give it to you freely. But you have to tell me what the Greenway says. You have to speak with it, to dig into it. To find what being is at its center of it. I've traveled as far as I can. Need you to do the rest. Can you do that? Already done it, mate. Yes. Rico sighs with relief and deflates into her chair. Thank you. I'm sorry for the other sleepers. Truly I am. I'm sorry I couldn't have done more. You don't know that they're dead. They went off into the distance. Maybe they are living their life out there, free as they are. But I'm so glad I met you. She smiles. You are welcome here anytime. Rika falls silent. She looks smaller now, more fragile. You realize how old she must be to have seen the collapse firsthand. You idle a little in the lab, in case she asks for anything else. I'm gonna give you your wildest dreams. In case she asks for anything else, but she remains silent, so you drift back into the tunnel. What's with that other sleeper? Where they ended up, weighing on your mind. Grow your own! Achievement unlocked. And one upgrade point. I don't have enough for obsessive haggler. Alright. Is there anything more out here? No, that's still the waste. I can get myself some lovely, lovely scrap. Nothing else here in the commune. No new things happening there. I've got my mushrooms. I can harvest mushrooms from there. 2 labs. Hypher botany labs. Okay, so I only need 2 club heads. Now, a couple of club head caps. I can extract the miraculous stabilizer they produce. It's a hard thing to believe. I don't even know that I need stabilizer when I can do it with scrap now. Rico's. Grow beds. Secure plant nursery. The only way to understand what gardener gave you is to grow it. Rico is incredibly excited by the prospect. Good. It's going to take time though. Red time, isn't it? Or yellow time, I guess. I'll take good care of it, Sleeper. Rico smiles. Don't you worry. -1 gardener seed. Plus, I don't know, something. Ooh. An 8 clock. The seed is planted. Rico's an attentive mother to it. What future is forming there? My own new body? No, probably not that. Alright. So. I mean, build a home, enter the greenway, plant the seed and let it grow. Flotilla aid, I'm not going to be doing that. Improve the overlook. Work for Rabia and the yard. I'm running out of things to do. Alright, okay, well, let's go back and finish the still for Tala. Which I think I called Talia again, because, you know, I'm not competent. Here we are, an engineer action. 50 positive, 50 neutral, with a 5, thanks to the +1 on my 4. Yeah! +2, okay, there's only one more thing to go. So I think I can safely do a 3 rather than a 4. Oh. No, let's do the 4, and then I can re-roll the 3, that'll be fine. Start action, build the store with a 50-50, we're definitely finishing the Overlook journey today, and you only brought it in yesterday. How quick I work, see me. Marvel at my amazingness. Tala comes to help you for a bit, and chats to you about our plans for the Overlook. Second pair of hands makes the work go easier. We call her Talia again. Tala stands back from the newly finished still. Tala stands back from the newly finished... Oh my god! Tala stands back from the newly finished still and tub, hands on hips. Look at this, she grins. The Overlook destroy in all its glory. She squeezes you around the shoulders. Thank you. How's sourcing the ingredients going? I mean, I have found loads of ingredients, but, you know, don't let me steal your thunder by building your still and in sourcing the ingredients. And probably supplying the power and eating all the ingredients as well. Don't let me stop you. Don smiles. I think I've got most of it covered. Between the food factories on the low end and the farm stacks on the greenway. However, there is an issue. Tell me. Well, Cryo the drink, as you probably guessed, named after Cryo the mushroom. It gives it the golden colour and earthy taste. The alcohol is infused with mushrooms along with a mix of spices. I don't have any right now. That means you need Cryo caps to make Cryo. But nobody wants to supply us. Stories on the greenway are taking all the stock from the farms out there. It's hard to get a single cap, of course. Found a cap. Can do. I can bring you mushrooms. However, I have an idea. Growing Cryo caps here. She gestures to the increasingly equipped and filled back room. I can bring you mushrooms. That gives you a pitying look. Where's your vision? Any outside supply means I take a cut. No. I can bring you mushrooms that I have grown. Oh, never mind, Tala. If you don't understand the things. No. Fine. Whatever. Anyway, any outside supply means they take a cut. Okay, maybe not you, but someone, somewhere, takes a cut. No, Tell her if I could just make you understand. Come with me, come and see my grow bed. Or come and see the wilderness. I can go and just scavenge for them. Anyway, alright, Tillman's hand on the still. We made a still. We set all this up. How hard can growing mushrooms be? I don't need light. They barely need soil. We can do this. From what we just learned about the greenway, perhaps it is more difficult than you think. She pauses. Or at least we could. If we had something to grow them from. Like spores. I have spores. Exactly. Suddenly you feel like you've walked into a trap, and you are the perfect person to get me those spores. She nods rapidly. Think about it. You built the stone. You're great with plants. You know the eye like the back of my hand. I mean, it's not the back of my hand because I'm a sleeper. I guess it's the back of a hand that is now mine, but not necessarily my hand. Although I guess I'm not the same person, so it is my hand. I mean, it's confusing. It's also S&R's hand, or at least they claim ownership of it. I don't know. I mean, that's slavery. Need I go on? Half of that is an inventory. Are you flattering me? Ah. If it's working, then yes. She grins sheepishly. Look, I can't leave the bar. Are the other people picking up shift? She grabs this. I'm saying it has to be you. Yeah, I got this. Fine. I'm good. I've been growing mushrooms for some time now. Wonderful. You'll love it in the greenery, I think. All that all of that fresh air, open space. She sees your expression. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. She turns back to the still water, the fledgling distillery forming around it. It really is something, though, isn't it? Where's this kitchen? And, want to or not, you really have to agree. Alright, what do I need to do? Ah, you need 3 spores. Okay, I've only got 1 spore, and you haven't got... I need food. I can't buy rations. I guess I'll go to the other... I can sunbathe. Well, nah, that's not worth it. You can also set up a mushroom farm to feed the distillery. All she needs from you are some spores to start off. Well, here's 1 spore. They're so cute, says Elliot, looking at the container of spores. Her excitement is infectious, as are the spores. But nobody's ever made that joke before. Alright, let's roll the dice and see what we get. 6. Alright, we're going to collect 2 spores, and we're going to go and blow your tiny mind, Teller. Mushrooms, mushrooms. Collect spores. Nope. I want the dice, not the mushrooms. This has never been risky for me. I don't think I've ever lost anything here. Whee! What's that you say? 2 grove spores? Meow. Look, I told you I could get this stuff for you without even blinking. Right? I told you that? I mean, I didn't tell you that, but still. Yeah. Yeah. They are so cute, says Talar again. We've done that. The mushroom farm will make the back room of the overlook into a miniature Creole factory. It's not Creole, it's Creole. Creola? Oh god. 1, 2, 6. 6 o'clock. I have to wait 6. Dad locked herself away in the back room. Oh, she focuses on distilling. Don't let anyone in or out. Alright. I don't want to buy any scrap from you. I'm okay. Thanks. Right, I need to go to my home. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Or next cycle, I should say, since I'm playing Shadows Over Loathing tomorrow. I mean, I've got to wait for this one. I've got to wait for the other one. I can build some stabilizer that I don't really need. I could work here at the hypercommune to... Oh, okay, I have to get some energy, which I haven't done. I need to go and eat some yummy, yummy food. Didn't you eat with me when I was growing those mushrooms? The Emphis. And it didn't kill you? I'm surprised. Alright, so I mean, I could start looking at Rabia. I mean, that's a 12 clock though. I don't know what kind of stuff is going to be going on there. Alright, now let's go sleep in the Greenway. Then I'm just waiting down the... I mean... Harvest one more mushroom, and then I need more spores. But I don't need the mushrooms for anything right now. I suppose I need it for the stabilizer, but I don't need the stabilizer. Because I'm just going to put some scrap in there. I've got one piece of scrap. So I'll start the action. Now we'll get a neutral result. Plus one condition. Then I can end my cycle. Look at all those 5s and 6s I've got there. I've got one upgrade point, and there's nothing I can upgrade with one. So I don't know. I'm just running out of time now. I guess let's do some scrap hunting, and it's an endure action, so I'll put a 5 in there, which will become a 6. That will give me a scrap component. It's a 100% positive result. Cool. In the old docking bay, you find a locker corroded shut. You crack it open, and the components inside are in perfect condition. Does it always say the same thing? I don't know. I'd have to do it again. I don't want to use those dice on that right now. Oh, I guess there's stuff that I can go up there and be a floater. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. I said the wrong thing. I regret everything. Well, what can I do? I mean, nothing here. An engage action might get me energy. Excuse me. An interface action won't get me anything. Or I could go and finish the hub. Or the scrapyard? No, let's be Spacer's. Spacer's choice. We've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. I do like that game. There we go. Weightless Wanderer. Spacer socializing is what I was trying desperately to say there. So you end up on the friction freighter with a long-awaited reunion between two spacer crews. Their knowledge is invaluable. Alright, well I've got 6. I'm going to put that over here in interface, just so that I can read the other text. Stacked bays house a flow of incoming and outgoing ships. Digital manifest will help you get your head around this place. Start to draw connections from the manifest, noting that the patterns and flows. There's something beautiful in this chaos. Alright, now I'm going to re-roll the 2 2s I have. Yeah! A 6 and a 1. Well, the 6 can work out. Let's do the space of socializing again. Up here there is no gravity, so even just moving around takes a while to get used to, let alone navigating the base. Oh, I should have looked out, because yeah, I was going to say there were going to be things which were going to be popping up, the same as before, but now I've finished it. Never mind. There's Bliss, the ship mechanic, there's the gimbal lounge, a spacer bar, and there's show capsules. Spacer sleeping berths. Oh! Rent a capsule. The only place on the hub, hacked off colonies awarded to the ring. Surprisingly expensive to rent. Why would I want to rent them? Don't understand. Buy a spacer meal. The criminal sells itself on the spinning sphere, which claims to produce therapeutic gravitational effects. It doesn't, but they sell good food. For 18. You're just going to be a rip-off. Let us go and see Bliss. Hey there, Bliss! You're not a sleeper. You're just pale. Ship mechanic on the hub. No way, Moritz. Take those substandard filters back to the shields who sold them. Who sold you them. Ha! You hear the voice echoing out of the bay as you pass. Moments later, someone who you assume is Moritz drifting out with it. dragging a pallet of filter cartridges on a tether. Hey, you out there! Same voice echoes out the entrance. Looking for work? Not. I mean, I guess I'm trying to fill my time right now. Yeah. I just need a hand. Get in here. Your voice is coming from someone shorter than you expected. She is floating in the microgravity. Oh, me word. She is floating in the microgravity of the docking bay, beside a half-deconstructed life support unit that looks like it might have exploded at some point. She points a wrench in your direction. You know anything about these things? She doesn't wait for an answer. Scratch that. Just help me with the casing. Yeah, alright. Alright then. She definitely moves around the unit, making space for you beside the central seam in the dented case. Just take a grip here and lift it up and out. Then I can get in and unbolt it. She makes the unit with a wrench. The whole thing is twisted to shit. Drag your fingers under the casing and lift it away, the metal squealing from the force. She puts her hands under, spinning the wrench to slip out the bolts and catching them in her other hand when they spiral free. All good. The casing lifts off, revealing the ornate piping of the unit's interior. She whistles at the mess of ducts and filters. By the way, everyone calls me Bliss. She pats you on the shoulder, offering little in the way of explanation. What do you do here, Bliss? Repairs, fit-ups, tear-downs? Bliss starts pushing and pulling at the ductwork, looking for fractured pipes. We haggle for contracts, but the good ones get snapped up quick by the bigger bays. So here I am trying to get this M2 unit running again for one of the freelance tugs. Small time stuff. Hold this. She rips out a rib pipe and hands it to you like a freshly caught fish. We turn stuff around fast and neat, and maybe we get a chance at landing something bigger. Something starts hissing in the unit, and Bliss quietens it with a precise whack. To be honest with you, the way things are going, I can already see the other crews licking their lips, ready to take this place over. She looks up at you. I'm almost out of luck. Tell me what happened before I offer to help you. Long story, some people just can't keep promises. She keeps working, twisting aside pipes with care. There we are. Bliss pulls her hand from deep inside the unit, and out it comes, clutching a lumpen cube, scorched black. This thing must have overloaded and popped half of itself out the side. I duck down to the side of the unit and spot the exit wound, its edge fringed with some scorch marks. Grab me a replacement converter from the racks, will you? Yeah, sure, I can do that. You kick off the unit and drift over to the wall rack where a catalogue of parts sit secured in clamps, coloured tapes, and scrawled notes flutter across the wall. A complex organisation system of Bliss's own design, or just a big mess, trying to pick out the right part. No, there's been no, there's been nothing. Do you need an F4 converter? Alt F4 converter? Oh. It didn't say M2. Oh, it does. M2 running. Oh, well. You grab the part and push it back to the unit. Must tap the casing as you arrive when M2 is printed in heavy lettering. Not exactly what I was looking for. She takes the part. It's okay. We'll show the system when we're done. Straightens up from the unit. That is, if you want to work here. Rest rubs her hands clean without looking down at her palms. Truth is, I need a hand here. Partner skipped out on me and left me with a whole mess. Seems like you might at least be better at spotting a clean outfielder than Moritz? Yeah, sure, why not? I'm not doing anything else right now. I'm just waiting for, one, for some beer to brew, or maybe some food. I'm not entirely certain. Maybe both. And, you know, I'm also waiting for this seed that an AI handed to me to grow. It might, you know, take over the entire station for all I know, but, you know, it'll be fun finding out. Wait, she founds at the racks. That's not all of it. My business partner, they've rinsed the place, emptied the accounts. To bid for jobs, we need to put down deposits, bring in parts, pay tug fees. For that, she looks nervously embarrassed, we need chits. You want me to pay to work? Well, no, is it an investment? Exactly. Partners. Straight split. Bliss settles herself against the unit and looks off into the distance. I guess I look pretty stupid. Here I am, asking any random passerby to be my business partner. No offense. She manages to smile. Yeah, it's pretty weird. She gives you a sideways look. Don't tease me. I'm not. I'm saying it's pretty weird. That's not teasing you. That's stating how it appears from my outsider's perspective. You know? I can't help that it looks weird. That goes back to working on the unit. Look, there's no pressure. You find the money, or you find someone who has, or you just forget the whole thing. Up to you. The gesture's for you to help her refit the casing. And you both slot it back into place. I mean, I think I'm good to wrap this one for now. If you're into it, come back and we can bid on a new contract. Something to get our teeth into. Something that pays. She gives you a serious look. You can trust me. I don't say this stuff lightly. You kick away from the bay, propelling yourself back to the handholds at the entrance. You slip out with a wave, and as you do, someone slips back in. You hear them. You hear Bliss, sorry, as you guide down the passageway. Moritz, I swear to God, if those filters aren't clean, you smile. Seems like this could be interesting. You drive. Improve the overlook? No. Help Bliss compete. Bliss needs investment and hard work to turn her repair bay around. Could you be her business partner? Invest in Bliss's bay. So there's nothing. I couldn't find anybody else to do this. Alright. Seed money. A scam or an opportunity? Bliss seems solid enough. This might be your best chance to get in the hub's repair trade. Well, I've got a die of 1. I've got 200 credits. Or cryo. Cryo credits? I don't know. Cryo crypto? Bliss is incredibly faithful. I'll pay back every chip, I promise you. Guess you two are partners now. Alright, do I need to do anything else? Bayview! Achievement unlocked. Repair bid. Bliss is bidding on jobs on the hub. It will take a few cycles, but some perseverance before one comes in. I mean, I did this one so that I would have more stuff to do, but the stuff that I have to do is waiting. So I guess right now I've got a 1, so I will input the dice. It now becomes a 2, which is a 50-50 shot. Hey! Plus double energy. Designed to work in the dorms, cleaning and repairing. It isn't the best work, but the meal at the end is welcome when it arrives. Alright. And now I'll go back to sleep. Oh, well, now first of all I will do self-repair myself. There we go. Then I'll end my cycle and go to sleep. Double 5. I mean, let's get some scrap. Let's see if it's still in the place. A 6, 100% positive result. In the old docking bay, you find a locker corroded shut. You crack it open and the components inside are in perfect condition. That's exactly what we had before. Work here to get double plus energy. I don't need stabilizer right now. I mean, I guess I could do this, but I really don't need the mushrooms for anything. I don't need to go here and forage for fungus. There's no point in stealing from there. I don't need to work the stacks to earn some cryo. I mean, I might. I can sell a ship mine, I can buy a ship mine, I can export. Ah! I mean, that's 80, that's not worth it. Freight hub, I can work here. Oh, okay. If it's a safe action, then I can spend 1s, etc. in here and get some cryo out of it. I don't really want to piss off midline security. I mean, I could do some stuff in here in River's office. There's nothing here. Mini-G Express has nothing going on, except I can earn money. Express delivery is back, that's great. I can noodle manufacture. I can make my apartment. It's a risky thing though, I don't know, it costs energy. Downboard Tea House has nothing going on. I mean, I could do the risky Tavla room. I can order fungus. I order you to do stuff. Fabricate a ship mind. I don't see the point in doing that right now. I can acquire stabilizer. I don't need to. Build exchange where I can make money. Can't do anything there. Cycling the dock. Can't do anything there. Cycling the dock. Or waiting for the people to come back in. Can't do anything in the overlook, but I suppose I could do an engage action and do some work there. The first batch of the stuff is going on. There's nothing in the home, it's just a shipyard. Alright, shipyard. I'm going to put a 5 in the assist the shipbuilder as an engineering action. Because it's an engineering action and I might get some scrap for it. I'll start the action. There, random scrap item. Woo! And 5 cryo and yard hand. Alright. I've only got 2s. I really can't do anything worse. So, I mean, I suppose I could get 3 1s. But I will re-roll. There we go. A 6, a 3, and a 1. I put the 3 in the engineering action. That becomes... No. There's no point in risking that. Let's complete the yard hand action. With 100% positive. You don't have the connections, but you do have the skills. You get the shipbuilder to notice them, you might be in. Or do I want to haul materials for no reason? Let's assist the shipbuilder. Shadow shipbuilder who is impressed when you know how to double seal hull plate. He slips you a tip at the end of your shift. Well, there we go. And now yard hand is done. Now, I know things. Lim and Mina, worker and daughter. And unit assembly. Side reel. Horizon assembly line. Oh, wow, look at these. Oh, well. A repeatable safe action. The sidereal horizon is webbed with complex systems, bundled with nerves in a body. Your job is to lay these systems in. And if I do that, I can get to junior tech. So the systems team is looking for new members, proving yourself to be a reliable tech, and you are in. Or you can be an engineer, doing structural fitting. Sidereal horizon is assembled block by block. You earn a place on the team welding those blocks together. You can get welder's mate. You have a spot supporting the weld team. Good place to prove you know how to put a ship together. And if I fail 3 times, quality control kicks in and shipbuilder spots on the sidereal horizon are hard to come by. Poor work will see you drop from the roster. Alright. Well, I mean, I can put a 3 into here and it will become a 5. And I will get a 50-50 outcome. It's not bad. But what is Lem and Mina? Maybe they have things. Aviation construction nodes. From the walkway of the sidereal horizon. From the walkway, the sidereal horizon looks impossibly vast. Landscape of plating and frames. All along her flank, torches flicker, drones maneuver, arc lights glint. Sense of scale, of industry. It's both stunning and strangely unsettling. I was going to say unsettlingly strange. It's quite beautiful, I think. And there's Lem. There's Mina. Well, actually, it might be Lem and Mina? I don't know. No, I can't decipher things from the top of your stuff. Turn to see a figure a little way down the walkway. Here at the railing. Yeah, I assumed it was a woman. How wrong of me. Turn to see a figure a little way down the walkway. Here at the railing. He is thin, ragged. His worker gear, poorly fitting and loose. Torches of the sidereal horizon flicker in his eyes as he turns to you. Lem. Lem leans back from the rail, revealing a child standing beside him, staring out at the ship. And this is Mina, he adds with a smile. I mean, you acknowledge both of... When somebody says that in their children, you acknowledge the person who introduced you. Hello, Lem. And then you make sure to acknowledge the child as well, so that the child doesn't feel left out. You do not acknowledge the child first, and then the parent, because that is just giving off slightly weird vibes, yeah? So, hi, Lem. Hi, he replies plainly, just a little closer, down the rail. Mina stares and tucks herself behind Lem, who dutifully picks her up. Mina looks down from Lem's chest, dark brown eyes twinkling on the rough material. You working on her then? Lem asks eagerly, gesturing to the last ship, or just admiring? Just Mina white to the other arm. I mean, if I say neither, then I'm saying, yeah, that doesn't look good. I mean, let's say I'm working. I hope you don't hate me because I have a job. Me too, me too. Flashes you a Havenage pass. Just to look at you, I mean... He stumbles a little over his words, not wanting to be misunderstood. I mean, you look like a worker? She's Mina. She's my ticket out of this place, our escape vector. Oh, she's Mina and Mai's. She's Mina and my ticket. She's Mina and Mai's ticket out of this place. Our escape vector, so to speak. Ow! Never heard? Anyone who takes a Havenage contract on the sidereal horizon will be entered into a draw for the transit support crew, he smiles. We won't get to sleep the journey through, though. But a couple of decades of service will nothing me and Mina if this means landfall on a new world, he winks. Jeez. Yeah, well, decades? It's a long trip. Straightens up, stretching his back. It's a colony ship, friend. The Celes Foundation is sending thousands of people to settle the world well outside the reach of core worlds. We're a totally independent colony. No surrogacy, no corporations. Who are the Celes Foundation? Yeah, Havenage client. They are Havenage's client. Yeah, some wealthy project from the core systems, interested in independence and self-sufficiency and all that. And they're wealthy. So they're not interested in not maintaining the status quo. They're going to be wealthy when they get back out, when they get out there, and you're all going to be the schlubs working for them. Corporations under another name. They hired the whole shipyard out, helped rekit it and everything. So it's been somebody else's dream, I suppose. That doesn't mean people like me and Mina can't tag along. He responds by pushing his hand away. Daddy, she whispers. Food. Pulling an exaggerated grumpy face. She glances furtively at you, with a set of dog tags that hang around Lem's neck. I'm just chatting a little, Mina. Give Daddy a sec. Turns back to you. You suddenly notice how tired he looks. I'm not on the Havenage crew yet, but I'll work my way in. You can do it too, friend. We have to stick together. I mean, I'm just doing this to kill time. Sorry. That sounds horrible. I mean... You have to stick together anyway. He smiles a little shakily. You wonder how long he's been working to break into the official ship's crew. Yeah, I'm working on it, buddy. I'm not gonna scotch your dreams. You need food. Maybe I can get you to Tala? The Overlook? I don't know. Looks out at the sidereal horizon and is trying to pull energy from those flickering torches in the blast hole. We gotta hold out, okay? I'm not quite sure if he's talking to you. That's how it works. He stares out and catches your eye curiously. Jeez. How can I get you food? You agree, Mina? He straightens up and meets your eye. Daddy loves me. She said it stubbornly, daring you to question her. Okay. Then smiles and looks at Mina. That's it. We hold on. She smiles sheepishly at you. Couple of softies. Isn't that right, Mina? Sets her down. Standing by her side. He clicks to her leg. Gotta go feed this one. That's right. Maybe see you on a shift, huh? Do you get enough food, or are you just feeding her? Turns away. Walk down the walkway away from the shipyard. You see them talking, and then a moment later, Mina turns around and stops. See you, robot! The shout echoes down the walkway. She flashes you a parting smile before running to catch up with Lem. Watch them a little before you turn back to the impossible scale of the sidereal horizon. I take it out. Now I have a new drive. Win a sidereal ticket. Workers on the sidereal crew get entered into a draw for the colony ship's living crew. It's one way off the eye and into a new life. I mean, if I win it, I'm going to give the ticket to those two. Because I don't want to do this. I'm happy growing my stuff. Oh, Havenage's office. Hey! Oh. Sophisticated tech is rare on the eye. The shipyard is having to pay for shipwide fragments they can dismantle and use. Okay, well, I know I'm going to get 150 for a whole shipwide. So how much do I get for one? $30. So if I can hold out, you are not worth it. And what about tracking Yadigan? Slade in the office advertises that Havenage are looking for informants or gang activity in the eye. They'll pay. I mean, alright. Right, okay. The acquisitions officer eyes you suspiciously as you download the data onto her terminal. This is more than she was expecting. Oh, and the acquisition officer takes the fragment with an approving nod to help keep the shipyard running. I don't care about the shipyard. Alright, what can I now see here? Is there anything additional opened up? No, Havenage agents. Havenage agents. Yatigan agents. Yatigan agents. Alright, okay. I mean, maybe I do this so that I can help Lem and Mina? I mean, I'll earn some, yeah, working my way as a junior tech. I don't know what... 50-50 chance. I'm not gonna mess up the quality control here, so start action. +2 to systems tech because I got a positive outcome there, so that's halfway. Oh, sorry, that's a quarter of the way round. And then I think I'm gonna go and work in the commune again. And I'm just counting down the time. Yeah, that's 2 of 8. Hey, I hope I'm not doing a bad job. I hope you're not kicking me off for doing a bad job, I'm sorry. Did a neutral outcome, so I got 2 energy. It's time to work in the canteen. Feeding others. The work is hard, but you enjoy sharing the effort with the other members. And then I'm going to go to bed. In the Hivard door. I'm going to insert 1 piece of scrap. And then I'll end the cycle. Not really doing anything. Wow, 5s and 6s and 4s all over the place. 3 4s. Alright. Well, I was going to end it there, but with 3 4s, while I remember, and don't, you know, forget about it and go and do something else, because this won't be back until Sunday now. I'll put in my 3 4s into the systems fitting and do the junior tech. Because I can make 3 4s into 3 6s. Job cryo. Got a certain system stack. Oh, I didn't see what it said. Let me read it again. Once the shift is done, you close your eyes and see the webs of systems running inside the side rim horizon. You're natural at this work. I mean, yeah. Do I need to get welder's mate as well, or is it one or the other? I assume it's one or the other. There we go. Once the shift is done, you close your eyes and see the system promises. And I got +5 crypto as well for doing that. There. Cool. Alright, Junior Tech. There we go. It's a shipyard. Each shift, a crowd of would-be workers gathers outside the shipyard, each of them clinging to a 4-digit number printed on receipt paper. These are their assignment numbers. You either call for a shift or you aren't. As you arrive, the crowd is restless. Chatter rumbles through the lines. For those who, like you, have graduated to the work team, shifts are guaranteed. They've just walked over a meeting with a supervisor, where you were praised for your efforts. You feel the glow of a job well done. And we sing Lem and Mina. Yet you can't help feel empathy for those huddled as you pass, looking for their number to come up. Keep your head down as you leave the shipyard, feeling a little guilty as you do. Hey, sleeper, wait up! Lem's voice trembles as he crowds above the rumble of the crowd. You turn to see him pushing through, Mina crying in his arms. Aww. Hey, Lem. Good to see you, friend. He's breathing hard after shouldering through the waiting workers. Made the work team, good for you. Tries to catch his breath, stroking Mina's hair. He goes, shh, baby, give me a second here. Smells weakly as he comforts her, and her cries start to fade. Out of the crowd, he sets Mina down by his side. Shiny streaks down both of her cheeks. As he does, you see he's clutching an assignment number on a piece of paper. Is Mina okay? She's good, we just did a rush up here. He puts his hand on her shoulder and she clings to his side. Esther, who usually takes her, is sick. Oh no, that's not good. He stretches. I don't know what noise sounds from the entrance. A klaxon, followed by a list of numbers glowing brightly on a display screen. The crowd responds instantly, pushing and pulling as people try to wade to the entry checkpoint. Lem stops and turns back towards the crowd. He glances down at the crumpled paper. That's my number. Shit! Mina starts patting the pockets into her gear and glancing around. I mean, like, while I am happy to volunteer to help you, this isn't a great thing to let some strange person who you don't really know watch your kid for you. But okay, go. I'll watch her. He starts blinking a little. Thank you. I'll... Crashes Mina. You are going to stay with our friend here, okay? I mean, we've met once. And we looked out at a ship. You know nothing about me. For all you know, I am the sleeper who goes away and sells children. I am the child catcher. Yeah. Maybe not. They're going to keep you safe. And he stands her out. Here, take her bag. Shoves it into her hand. She's got food. She's got... Shit, I have to go. I mean... Backs away into the ground. Mina, I'll be back real soon, okay? Be good. And Lem disappears into the rolling crowd. I mean... I have looked after my nephews, and... Leaving, sometimes it's a very tearful experience all the same. Even when, you know, you're going to be back in... tomorrow or whenever. It's sad. Then Lem disappears into the rolling crowd. You are now trying to get into the shipyard before it locks down. Mina stands, staring. Suddenly small without Lem at her side, she fixes you with a dark eye. You can't quite look. Lem's daughter. Hey, she's got a little bunny rabbit. Everybody should have some little comfort for themselves. Hey, Mina. She holds a stare unmoving. The two parallel tear tracks still glint on her cheek. Let's look in the bag. What have we got in here for fun and games? You unlatch the top of the bag. You see a few metal container fashioned from scrap components and slates on the top, making a low battery warning. Tucked down beside it is a ragged rabbit. Hand's own. Rabbit. Take the rabbit. You're the rabbit out of the bag. Its long limbs wiggling as you do. She has to jump and grab hold. It holds it back. She stands and hugs herself. Eyes on the rabbit. What's that name? Mina turns away and she looks at the entrance to the shipyard. This isn't going well. Alright, where's your rabbit? You hold rabbit out. Amina snatches it from your hand. She hugs tightly without looking away. Bun Bun, she says, staring you down, ferocious despite her sound. Hi, Bun Bun. It's nice to see you. She moves a little closer as you speak. Doesn't gap. He doesn't speak, she says. She looks at you suspiciously, but her face softens a little. She waggles Bun Bun in front of you, then walks him up your arm onto your shoulder where he sits. I mean, either she's got elongating arms, or I am sitting down on the floor. She punched your arm a couple of times. Are you really a robot? I think I'm going to tell you the truth here. Sort of. I mean, there is a human who has the same memories as me, who then had those memories copied and put into a robot. And now I am that person. Sort of. She thinks. Me too. Mina has more questions. Lots of questions. Questions about how you breathe, or if you rust. Before long, you're talking about rabbits. About what Esther, the lady who usually takes her, smells like. Don't want to know that. Now, whether or not fairies live in the ice heating pipes. I mean, I've met things in outside of your vision. So it's possible, I suppose. You'll pass a time like this, being side by side on the floor of the walkway as others pass by. Sometimes talking, sometimes drawing on the slate, sometimes playing with Bun Bun the rabbit. This is how Lem finds you. Just as both of you are starting to yawn. He is dirty and tired. Mina leaps up his legs and into his arms as he stumbles backwards. Well, that too. You two get on okay? He asks, trying to keep Mina from climbing onto his shoulders. More than okay. Mina shoots you a smile from Lem's eyes. Suspicion's gone. Well, well, well. Looks like Meanie can be nice. Oh, Meanie Meanie. Hooks her in the ribs and she squeals into light. Thank you, friend. I mean it. He gives you a warm white smile. I owe you. Look, he glances around. It seems like Esther, the lady who usually watches her, is going to be out for a spell. You ever have some time? Buddy, nothing but time. I'm good. I'd really appreciate you coming down to the place in the low end, if you have the time. I now have to take this one to eat. He plays at biting meter. She gives a response. Yep. See you, sleeper. He waves and they stumble off down the corridor. Ryan gazes from passing spaces as Mina's laughter echoes down the corridor in bright squeals. New drive discovered. Is it the drive to make Bun Bun happy? Help Len work. Watch Mina while Len works. Watch Mina while Len works. Never wants to leave on the sidereal horizon, and he'll need someone to watch Mina while he works his way onto the construction crew. Alright, and here, sidereal bridge. Bridge of the sidereal horizon. Ooh! Your work as a junior tech has qualified you for work on the team handling the final tech fit up of the sidereal horizon's bridge. A vast job. My god, yes. Last colony ship is coming together block by block. Each cycle you see another place slot into place. I mean, this isn't a timer, so it's not as if I have to get him on there before that happens. But my god, there's... how many blocks are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So is this a 24? That's pretty impressive. Alright. Where's... that one's still got 3 to go, right? Alright. Those I don't care about. Hey, Lemon Mina's unit. Turn ship worker spot. Okay. Unless Lem can get work. Unless Lem gets time in the shipyard. He won't qualify for the shipyard crew. Sidereal crew lottery. My god, why is that so difficult? I can say it. I'm not even looking at it. My eyes are closed. Watching Mina gives him that chance. There's only 6. It's safe. It's an engage action. Them can't work shifts in the shipyard unless somebody watches me now. You two seem to get along last time, and Lem is desperate. Well, I've got 2 here, and I'm not doing anything else. So I absolutely will 100% positive start the action. I mean, oh, and I got double plus energy as well. Awesome. No, I'm going to go and get some scrap. Sorry, guy. I've done 2 for you, and I will indeed come back and help you. But right now... Oh, too far. I need to get some scrap to keep me going. There we go. 1 scrap component. I'll go to the Hive door. I will scrap myself up. There we go. And then that's where we're going to end for the day. Before I press the button and learn what exciting new dice and actions I will get. Yes. And I think I've still got 2 days before, or 2 cycles before the bliss comes in. I will have to go and check that out to double check. But I mean, I've been almost everywhere, so it looks like, I mean, this is, if not end game content, then, you know, right near the end. And I have, and am, enjoying my time here. I don't know. This feels very much like a visual novel. I mean, right now I have a complete handle on everything that I need. I can generate scrap every day to keep my condition up. I can sunbathe to gain energy. I am right there at the top of my game, and I don't need to be doing anything at the moment. I'm just waiting things out. And the beginning was more of a struggle, but I mean, there only really seemed to be one opportunity to get any sort of game over screen. This is more a storytelling experience than anything else. It's what I'm enjoying, don't get me wrong, but, you know, sometimes I enjoy some... The 2 things that I like about RPGs are choice and consequences, and risk and reward. And right now, there doesn't appear to be that much risk. I can mitigate the risk immensely. That might be because I am an end-game character and I have a lot of stuff going on for me. But, hey, I don't know. So, yeah. Still, that is for something to find out on Sunday. We will find out how this progresses. Before that, today being Tuesday, I will be doing the D&D on the Steam Still Murder channel tonight. Maybe tonight. Oh, sorry, maybe, because we had some problems with the stuff going on there. So the provisional idea is that it is going on. However, won't know until closer to the time. Okay, so you understand? I don't understand, but we'll find out together whether I will be there tonight or not. Either way, should be back for Wednesday stream where we were doing Shadows over Loathing. Won't that be fun? I will enjoy more stick figure action there. And I looked at a thing because I was curious if I had missed some stuff going on. And the answer is absolutely yes, I have completely missed lots of stuff going on. I hadn't realised that I didn't need to uncurse the items. I could put them on and be the bad guy. Too late to go back and do all of that now, but hey, there we go. Now I know. Oh well, looks like we were doing the good guy run for that one. I didn't spoil anything else about it. I just looked in the thing and it said, "Hey, yeah, you can be the bad guy." And I went, okay. Should have looked at the hat before I just did that. I shouldn't have, could have just put it on. But still, there we go. Alright. Well, with all of that waffling over, I'm sure that you have places that you need to be. Wherever those places are, don't forget that I appreciate you. The fact that you have spent any of your time here watching me, whether live and in person or later on the VOD, you're crazy for doing that, and it's amazing that you spend any time. Thanks a lot. But until the next time I see you, I have been Richard. I mean, I will remain being Richard even when I don't see you. But, I have been Richard, and this has been LMTDTMFFR, or, say it with me now, limited time offer, no vows. You have fun.